Everything I spit rare, we sound in that Gray Area podcast. They talk about hip hop all the way in the UK, so they gon' get props. Ooh, let me catch you.
Yeah, no sample today. We just got to ad-lib ourselves. So yeah, our favourite time of the year is the Grey Area Awards, the third annual Grey Area Awards for 2023. So rather than doing your usual best albums of the year, we do a full-on award. So we've got multiple categories here that we're going to go through, just to give the listeners a little bit of insight into the process. So we have a spreadsheet, and we update that spreadsheet throughout the year. And by throughout the year, I mean like within a week before we have to record. And
yeah, last week on the weekend.
We add to it throughout the year. We have different tabs for different categories, which again we'll go through very shortly. We each have a top 5 within each category, and then once those lists are finalized, we aggregate them up. So the way I did it this year was I looked for the picks that came up the most, and then once that was sorted, I scored our list. So for instance, if a pick is number 1 on the list, it gets 5 points. If it's number 5, it gets 1. So that's how it works with where these nominations land on the rankings in the individual categories. Hopefully that makes sense. So the categories that we have are best album, best beat, best producer, best new artist, best song, best feature, and finally best rapper. Let's just get into it. Let's start with a big one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
You've got to do the board ourselves. We've got to manual do the board.
So,
all right.
Best album. I'll run through the 5 nominations in order in which they were scored, and then we'll talk a little bit about what ended up in the top 5. So, at number 5, we've got Nas and Hit Boy, Magic Free. Number 4, we've got Earl Sweatshirt and The Alchemist, Voir Dire. Is that how you say that? Voir Dire? Voir Dire?
Wow! I feel like it's Voir Dire or something. Like.
Number 3, we have Arm & Hammer, We Buy Diabetic Test Strips. Number 2, that's the one. Number 2, J Pig Mafia and Danny Brown, Scaring the whatever. And number 1, which is, I reckon, our most unanimous to date, is Billy Woods and Kenny Siegel with Maps. So let's start there.
Do you know what? From the top, start from what one?
Yeah, let's go with our number 1 pick. Why Maps?
We or I was definitely sleeping on this project. I remember Sean sending it because I remember seeing the artwork. It was the orange square thing. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "This is some Sean alternative shit I'm not going to listen to." Huh?
You thought it was a boarding pass?
Sure. Anyway, I saw it and I said, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "I'll listen to it later." And then on that later list, it just never made it to like being played. And then I think for some reason, Kieran was listening to it, and he was like, "Oh, this is banging," huh?
For some random reason, like
I don't know what caused you to listen to it. And he's like, "This is banging. Why has no one listened to it?" And I think Theo had already listened to it, or maybe he hadn't. I don't know how it slipped through everyone's radar. But when I hit play, I remember it was like August time, maybe July. And I just hit play. And I was like, "This ain't too bad." I was like, "Oh, I'm fucking with this." I was like, "This is banging." I was like, "Damn, I've been sleeping." And I think that's the first time in a long time where I feel like, "Oh shit, I might have actually missed out on, obviously what's now album of the year, but like one of the best projects to come out in a long time." So I was actually quite upset with myself for, not listening to it when it came out, missing on the hype.
Better late than never, man.
It's interesting what you say though, because I was gassing it to the group because I was trying to give it this comparison, like it's like the new Mad Villainy, so like Madlib and MF Doom, and I feel like we kind of all agree it's a little bit like that in a way. He's coming so unique, like how MF Doom does, and the production is just insane as well. It's proper left field, but palatable as well.
The whole thing, honestly, is such a nice little adventure, and it's made me actually appreciate who Billy Woods is. I think it's the first time I've listened to Billy Woods, and I'm like, oh, I get it now. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? And going back retrospectively and hearing, the Arm & Hammer stuff, I'm like, I get it. Yeah. But it was me not getting it rather than him not doing it, if that makes sense. It was all me, none of him. I don't know what Theo thinks about this, but you've definitely listened to some Billy Woods.
No, I'm exactly the same. No. I've listened to Billy Woods because ever since when you're right, it was Kieran hyping it, and I had slept on it myself. And then when I tapped into it, I was like, oh, okay, this is just something else, man. And then it was just song after song, thinking, what the hell have I been doing all this time and not listened to him? And then I started going back to his previous stuff, and I was like, that I was disappointed in myself. I was like, the hell was I doing? Because like it's just phenomenal. But Maps as a project, like Kieran said, the production, even though it's left field, is just, I think, is phenomenal, and it just creates these pictures and these moments that you're just like, I'm just sat there thinking, this is just something else. Like, it's just absolutely brilliant. So yeah, no, I definitely slept on it at the beginning, but I wasn't sleeping on it towards the end. I was just
one thing
playing
that Kenny
non-stop.
Siegel has kind of curated rather than made is this weird kind of haunty, dusty, eerie vibe that I've only really heard like Derringer do recently on Griselda stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's a certain beats you hear it and you feel something because it's just creepy or it's eerie. So yeah, shout out to Kenny Siegel because he's as much a part of why this album is the best album of the year for me as much as Billy Woods is.
Yeah, it's an equal partnership, and I think that's why Mad Villainy is actually a pretty good shout as a sort of kind of a comparison, because that equally was as much about Madlib as it was Doom. But yeah, no, you're right with the order of things, because I came in with the soft push way back, maybe like June time, May, June, whenever it came out. Left it there, just trusting that someone else would come and listen with me. And then Kieran came in full steam and was like dropping these like
gassed.
big disclaimers and all that. But no, I'm glad we all got there eventually, because it is, in my opinion, it's the best rap album so far this decade. I think it's phenomenal.
Decade? Oh, we are quite early into the decade, to be fair.
Yeah. I think, and the reason why I'd say that is, well, partly why I say that, not to get too much into it, but it's the fact that we've all got it number one. I don't think that's happened yet. I'd have to go back, but I'm not sure we've all had was Kendrick all of our number ones last year? I don't know, but
we always have a consensus for some reason, but I think sometimes it's undeniable. Like the first awards where Lil Sims won everything. Do you know what I mean? It's like
I think Nas was a
Kendrick
debate last year actually as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad that Nas fell to the place he did, but he just, when you look at what the rest of his list is full of, it's full of experimental, do you know what I mean, deep underground rap, and maybe that kind of shows where we're at, like listener wise. But
I think
these are the best albums to come out this year.
I think there's definitely been a shift.
Clear.
But I'm thinking now, because like I say, this is our third year doing this. I know 2021 there was quite a bit of debate around the album, or not, maybe not so much the album, but there was, for instance, you had Sims that year. You had Tyler with Call Me If You Get Lost. You had Gets. I think maybe King's Disease too. So although we may have, Sims ended up winning it, but it was closer. And then even last year, I think Kendrick led it, but you had Jid, you had Loyal Kana, you had Conway. Do you know what I mean? It felt, whereas this is like, it's clear what the number one is, I think anyway. No, it's an incredible body of work, man. If there's anyone listening that's not checked it yet, this is the entry point for Billy Woods as well, because I know we're saying it's quite obscure and abstract, but it's actually probably his most palatable project. And if you don't like this, just don't listen to Billy Woods. But
it is actually like it's one of the albums that's got hard features too, like Aesop Rock's one, Danny Brown's one. There's another feature, I can't remember which one I'm missing. There's one other rap.
Quelle Chris, Aesop Rock. Did you say Aesop Rock?
You said Aesop Rock, yeah.
Maybe it's just them too, but I feel like
it's Quelle Chris, Elucid.
Well, Elucid's on it as well, yeah. It's a really great, like, alternative rap scene. Magnum opus.
Phenomenal, man. Incredible story. I think it was you, Kieran, that coined the term. Well, not coined it, but you used it earlier in the year. I think when we were talking about Arm & Hammer. This is like auteurship. You know what I mean? This is beyond what we normally get from artists, I think. But a term more used in the film world, of course, but I think it definitely applies here. Yeah. Okay. Right. Our number two. Now, this is where we can get into a bit more nitty gritty, because we're not on a consensus for this. But the number two we've ended up with is JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown's album. I mean, for me, I'm
sorry. I'm going to say something real controversial. I don't think this album's that good. You know, I really don't know.
Whoa.
Oh no, you can't be saying that.
I don't think it's that good. That's why I didn't vote for it at all. I don't
think.
think.
Not be saying that.
Yeah,
I couldn't get past some of the weird beats, man. The beats are weird. Like,
that's why I love it.
I think it's a taste thing, though. I do think JPEG Mafia's sounds acquired taste, and I understand if someone's
Sorry, I had
I'm
to
not-
jump
I
in
don't
and say
say
that before you
struggling,
guys
innit, but
fanboyed
like-
on it.
Yeah, because it's
Carry on with what you're saying. But for me,
I'm
this
not
album
trying to
was a
say
bit
you're
hard to
struggling because
listen
I feel like that's condescending, but like I do think it is it's like when you taste something bitter and it's like I'm not sure if this is actually tasty food or not, but you got to appreciate it differently.
I feel you, but I listened to it once. I was like, yeah, that will do for me. And then, ironically, I had Danny Brown's album quite high up in my list because I liked Danny
yeah, I
Brown's
saw that.
album. But clearly, for you lot, this was where he was doing his best. And maybe I didn't get a chance to listen to it because I was some of the beats were, you know what I mean, fucking rocking my skull. Like I was like, I can't take this.
I genuinely think like this album has inspired me because I make music as well. I think what's gone? Wait,
Edit the fuck out of that.
maybe I'll continue. I don't.
No, carry on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I feel like I think JPEG Mafia is making a sound that's like unbelievably inspiring to like pushing what hip hop sounds like, because this is better than all the glitchcore music I've heard as well. Like I know this falls into that glitchcore realm of like doing all these weird effects, making it all trip out, EQing whatever, and all of that kind of stuff. But I feel like JPEG's doing it in like a disgusting way. Like this is masterful what he's doing.
I think when Sean told me that he was trying something and then he says he's never going to try that again, I was like, yeah, please don't. Do you know what I mean?
Ooh.
So whatever that is.
What's
That's what
this
you said. He
about?
said he was trying a
That does
production
not-
style or something.
Nah.
And then
He made it on a
said he wouldn't-
particular system. Yeah, like
system. That is the most non-musical thing you could have said. He used a computer system, a computer device.
It was an old one of the old beat makers, I think he used.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I don't know. I feel what you guys are saying, but it just was not there for me.
do you know what it was for me? Is it's the energy of this one. Like if Maps is the best album of the year, this is the hardest album of the year. And up until very recently, I had it's kind of segueing into our number 3, which is Arm & Hammer's We Buy Diabetic Test Strips. I had that there, and then I went back to this. And for me, this has got more replay value. It's just a good time, man, among many other things. But for me, it reminded me how much fun I had listening to it back when it came out in April or whatever, whenever it was. Sorry, I missed some of what you were saying. I had some technical difficulties. Sorry if I'm
No,
repeating
it's cool.
things.
I was just saying JPEG's bridging like a new way for what hip hop can sound like.
Yeah, well, the sound's incredible. I mean, yeah, people need to talk more about this guy's production and what he's been doing for the last sort of, you could even say like 8 to 10 years. But yeah, this is incredible. And then Danny Brown, I mean, the charisma. That's the thing. You know, you may not have the same level of content and lyrical ability as what like a Woods has or an Elucid, but it's just his presence. Do you know what I mean? I remember when it first came out, I think we all kind of said this is like back to Triple X times. He just had that energy, that hunger again, I felt. Yeah, so for me, this is the album that I probably have the most fun with this year. But We Buy Diabetic Test Strips, that was your second pick, Theo, that's ended up third overall. How come it landed so high for you?
Oh, just because I thought that album was incredible. I really did. Even though obviously it's an album where you have to sit and you have to take that in. I have to just literally put myself into a place where I've got no distraction and really taking what they're saying. But I just, as a project and a body of work, I just loved it. It's not the thing with Can't Scare the. Yeah, Can't Scare the.
You flopped that name so bad.
Let me start again. I know I flopped the name because I was saying to myself, it's definitely not like that. Anyway, starting again.
Edit the fuck out of that. Do you know what? We're making a new board. For the new year, I'm making a new board out of all these award cuts.
Oh,
Start that again. That's the new one.
the new album, Can't Scare the.
That's the follow-up.
Jesus. Oh, sorry. Continue.
Oh, I'm not even going to repeat the album title because my head just went. Basically, yeah, no, it's a hard album. I loved it, but I found myself, if I was really like rating album and concept and what it actually did when I sat down and listened, then We buy diabetic.
You know,
test
Theo, I
strips.
respect that because
Finishes higher.
I had it up originally, but like Sean said, it was just the way Scaring the Hose is just so hard. Like I had it playing on my heavy speakers, and I was like, these beats are they're just exciting me in a different way.
Trust me. I mean, don't get me wrong.
So
It's,
it's a production thing, isn't it?
it's not something I'm playing around many people. You know, it's not coming on at like
It would freak people
Yeah,
out. I think all of these albums would.
scaring more than just the
I
hose,
would,
man. But
yeah.
it was just that replay value because we buy diabetic test strip. There's so much in there especially to return to. But I agree with you, Theo. You got to sit down in one go with it, really. Incredible body of work. But yeah,
This is the one I described as a movie because it feels like, do you know, like when you're watching those deep films like Scorsese ones or Kubrick, and it's like if you look away, you're gonna miss what's happening in the film, or like you won't understand how all the threads are gonna connect at
Exactly.
a certain point. It's crazy.
yeah, I agree. Okay, so number 4 out of 5 was is Earl Sweatshirt and the Alchemist Voir
Do you
Dire.
know what? I'm really sad about this because I actually, out of everything on this list, this is the album I listen to the most. But it's just if we're trying to rank things and rate things, and I know spoiler alert, in the new year we're not really trying to rank and rate things. We're more so trying to discuss them. This album's probably the one that I was like, oh yeah, this is a really good project. Like I'm going to listen to this for not the rest of my life like that, but you know what I mean, I'll be playing it forever because the beats on that, amazing.
Do you think?
The beats on that are amazing, and Alchemist is on a bit of a run.
What are you laughing,
Sean,
man?
keep it quiet, man. Keep this tepid energy quiet.
Whoa, Jesus Christ! No, I'm just saying. I really like Voir Dire, and it I don't know. I've watched the most kind of content around it. So I've watched like interviews. Oh, you two are just ruining my thing. Fuck you, bro.
Sorry. No, Sam, I agree with everything you're saying, man. I love this album so
No,
much.
you shut up. Everyone shut up now.
No, that's what. No, I do because I've got the proof. If everyone sees my Spotify rap, the Caliphate is number 1.
You must have
man.
had that on
Oh,
repeat.
That song bangs.
Trust me, the album's only been out like 3 days.
Yeah, I did. It was like what? Yeah, I know. 162
Jesus Christ.
times I played that song. Like I was mucking
How
about.
can you listen to a song
man.
162
She's
times?
a full-time
Yeah, 'cause I love it. The song is. Come on, man! That song banged. Oh, it's just unbelievable. The album's incredible.
Yeah, go on, Giggle Squad. What have you guys got to say about this project? 'Cause me and Theo have got our heads screwed on. You two are moving crazy.
Well, first of all, Kieran, what energy did you say I was bringing? I missed it.
I don't know.
Tepid.
I don't know. It was the
energy,
word
he
that
said.
came
Fucking
to me.
hell.
Like you're just like dancing around a bit.
No. I'm letting him say his
You
piece.
killed Theo. Theo is dying. He's choking on chicken bones.
That is a strange word. No, because I remember when we did our review that we all kind of said that there was no real like standout track, and that both of them.
No,
were
but
done
Sean, that was the shitty version on that random website. This Spotify one's different.
Gala ruined
Gala's
us,
one
yeah.
was trash, I'm not gonna lie. Like I know I was rating it high, but it's not it. Like this Spotify one's.
I didn't even get to listen to the album all the way through on Gala because it kept cutting out and closing down. I didn't get a chance. When we
still
did that
rated
review, exactly. When we did that review, I'd heard like 3/4 and another half, then the last 3. Oh, I was.
Yeah, I think.
And opinion. Sorry, hang on. Opinions
Spotify
can
one's
change,
different.
Sean.
That's what I'm
Bingo.
trying to say, Sean. The Spotify
Opinions
one
can
has
change.
Caliphate.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Guys, I'm just asking questions, man. You got to relax. It's just asking questions. Okay, all right. Well, Nas and Hit Boy, Magic 3, number 5. Does anyone want to talk about that one?
It's a good album, but compared to what's above it, it's not an example of where the scene's at right now. It's just a goat doing goat shit. It ended up there. I don't even know how. Is it because of me?
Oh man,
Me
you
and
couldn't
Theo.
have said it better though. That's actually it.
Yeah. It'd be like if Jay-Z dropped an album, it'd probably make this list somehow if it was half decent. It's just you know what I mean?
That's so true.
It'd be rude to deny it. Come on now.
Yeah.
You're right.
No,
Sean
it's
is on
good.
some
It's
tepid
good.
energy. Man is
No, it's
smiling
good.
and
Theo, what do you
nodding
think
at
of though?
me.
I feel like Theo, you're the biggest Nas fan here. What are you saying?
No, I'm the biggest Nas fan here because on that Spotify Wrapped again, it was 0.01%.
What? What?
I don't know how
I've
that's
never heard
possible.
that before.
I've never seen that on anyone's rap before.
Yeah,
2 decimal points
no, that's
in.
me. Yeah, 2 decimal
a
point
one.
0.01.
What?
Yeah, it's a 1.
You're
I'm
like
that Nas stan.
Nas is gonna come visit you in person one day. That's how much you're listening
trust
to.
me.
You're
gotta
paying his
call that
mortgage
number.
clearly.
No, trust
Call
me.
that number. They left you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know. I've got them on speed dial. No, the album's fire. But if I'm being honest to myself, then those albums above it are better. It's just facts, really. But I can't slate the album. I revisited it after not listening to it for a while, and it's still amazing when you listen to it.
Impeccable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the funny thing is, I think Nas is actually on a trajectory to make probably one of the greatest rap albums ever. Probably next year or in the next 2 years, if everything's all right with him and all that kind of stuff. So it'd be interesting to see where the Magic 3 actually sits in the grand scheme of Nas's kind of. I guess it's like what's that thing called when you do a moonlight tour? When you just kind of finish in or whatever it means,
Twilight?
sundown. Something like that. Yeah, he's on his way out, but not in a bad way. Like he's going. He's like Tom Brady winning the Super Bowl and then retiring. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, big time.
Okay, so that's our top 5. There's a few noticeable picks that from our individuals that didn't make it. I guess the main one to talk about is Danny Brown Quarant. How do you say that word? Is it Quaranta?
Quarantana?
Coranta. The woman in the beginning says it like on repeat. That's how I knew how to say it.
But Sam, for you, that was number 2 on your list. So do you want to talk a little bit about that?
I'm just a big Danny Brown fan. I've always been a big Danny Brown fan. And when I clocked what's going on, I was like, wow, I've been listening to Danny Brown for over a decade and he's never popped off. Like he's never hit the mainstream, but he's always been, bar a few bits here and there, he's always been great and interesting. And I feel like, how Adele has the albums done by the years and whatever else and that kind of thing. This is like his, documenting of his life. And I like the content of what he was saying in this, when he was talking about gentrification and his own kind of personal development and what it's like to be 40 now. It's interesting. It's interesting to see him progress because there's a lot of rappers that have said, or was it Andre 3000 who said like, if you're over 30, you shouldn't be rapping, or some old man rappers or some shit like that. I don't know. But yeah, Danny Brown's aging like fine wine for me. So I'm really kind of sad that he didn't get any kind of attention from you lot, but that's cool.
That's actually that's too much of a generalization.
The one thing, the positive thing I'll say is that I felt like there was on the many tracks on, or some tracks on there. Sorry, there was a very different Danny Brown to what we got on the JPEG collab. I think that, and we'll come to best rapper at some point, but that's what impressed me is that we got 2 quite different Danny Browns in the same year. I mean, 2 albums in general is incredible to me, but this one gives you a very different vibe, a very personal and vulnerable album as well. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes for me, it's you know what I'm like. It takes me sometimes a bit of time to really get into an album. It only come out 3 weeks ago, so that's probably why it's not landed in the top 5 for me. But it's certainly in that sort of top 10 conversation, I'd say, for the year.
I'd want to say I didn't pick it for Song of the Year, but that's just because the list was already stacked. But Jen's Traffic Vacation, banger. That beat, everything, the way he's attacking that beat, that's what made this album kind of jump up there. That the first 6 songs for me, amazing. The other 5, 6, whatever,
they're more vibey, I would say.
Yeah. But I think Danny Brown needs to get his respect. Like he's not top 10 rappers out right now, but he's still in that top list of maybe 20.
And on my list, I had No Name Sundial at number 4.
I thought we cancelled No Name. Yeah.
When we remind me, because who when we did the review, who else scored it pretty high? Or very high?
I think
Kieran
we all
probably
did, didn't we?
I don't know.
Definitely did. I scored everything.
I know I enjoyed it. And I remember Kieran pulling me up. He was like, I thought you said this was the album you needed at that time. I was like, I don't even remember.
Yeah. So Kieran, what's what kind of changed for you? I guess how come it's not in your?
Do you know?
top
I feel like this album didn't have the legs for me. Like it was good in the moment, and it felt like wow, we needed this this album at this moment. Maybe it was a bit of a drought kind of period, and it was nice to hear. Like I know I hate to do this, but like hearing another female rapper like coming out and like they're really good as well. But yeah, I don't know. something about it. Like, there's a few tracks though. Like, I'll say like Gospel, for example. I think it was like fifth on my most played songs this year. Like, I love that song, but I feel like the album just felt like a chore. I found it feels really rude to say. But
Wow.
It kind of, yeah.
See, when you said no legs, I understand. No name, no legs. Jesus. When you when you said that the thing about legs, I get what you mean, because something that I've realised is that I don't want to sound entitled with this, but she'd been gone a long time, and it's quite a brief album. There's not really tons there, although there is, like, you know, she's saying a lot of stuff. I feel like after about a month or so, I can understand why some people might be like, oh, okay, I've kind of digested enough for this now, and it's not really going to stand the test of time. I think for me, there's just certain songs on there, like aesthetically, just the sound of her music is just right up my street, and I think that's why it still continues to kind of live on and be in my rotation, and why it ended up in my list.
Yeah, no, it feels like the Common B. It's that kind of vibe, isn't it?
The best song on there is actually the shortest song as well, which is quite annoying.
Which one?
I think it's called This Might Be the Interlude or something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that one's
potentially the interlude.
That song is, that song is amazing.
Any others people want to mention? I know there's a few others.
Doja Cat.
Oh, Doja Cat was that album's phenomenal.
That's a really great
album was
pop
phenomenal.
rap album.
Yeah, Doja Cat's album. I don't even know how to describe it, because she hits some of those vibes where it's like, this is typical Doja Cat, like Agora Hills. But then songs like Paint the Town Red, and the one where she's like, look at me. They still lost the tushy.
Oh yeah,
She's gone crazy on so many of the tracks though. Like, she's saying one of these tracks, she just like ends a track with like 10 or 20 different like ad lib like repetitions, and it's weird. I can't remember which one.
Demons as well. I don't know what's going on with that, but boy, that song does something to my brainstem. I don't even know what it does. I think Doja Cat needs more respect. She's a great artist, and she's been in the game well over 10 years. Like, it's funny that she's popped off now. Huh?
Like I think her story is interesting, and like how she addresses it. Like, I listened to she said something, like, I heard it bar the other day, like, that she did on the album. She said, like, I listened to her old stuff, I wasn't feeling it, so I decided to go harder, something like that. And you really feel it on this album. Like, she's not the same person as that Planet
If you listen to the first song I heard of hers from SoundCloud days in 2013 or 2012, So High, that song is what I would genuinely call an eternal banger. Like, it's got everything you need to play that whenever. Not when I say whenever, I don't mean like in the club or whatever, but like that song for like chilling, or if you're smoking or whatever you're into, if you want to just vibe out and the sun's out, play So High by Doja Cat. It's banging.
She used to make stoner music for sure.
Yeah, but now she's honestly, I think she should be rated as a great rapper up there with Nicki Minaj, and I would be interested to hear her do a song with the likes of an Ice Spice or a Nicki Minaj.
I agree.
That would be phenomenal if she did do that. Honestly, his energy in this whole album, that it just blows me away.
I remember you saying something about her cadence, Theo. Like, how much you loved it.
It's just phenomenal. Her cadence, her flows, is just but it's a delivery for me. Her delivery on the way she's saying certain bars is just like, it grabs you. It doesn't just like, it's not like, oh yeah, I'm just listening to something. She grabs your attention, excuse the pun, but she just does not muck about at all. And I thought the album was phenomenal.
I think the funniest thing about this all as well is she doesn't sound like she's trying to be anybody else. She's 100% herself. So I know Sean hasn't listened to the album yet and probably won't ever listen to it, but listeners out there, if you haven't listened to Doja Cat's album Scarlet, it's worth a listen. It's poppy, but it's good.
Throw me under the bus. Jesus.
I'll throw you right under the bus.
I was going to say, Sean, did you want to talk about Mike? I feel like we should speak about this album.
He raps offbeat. End of discussion.
No, I'm not.
It's actually the opposite, man. That Century's an anomaly. But I'll quickly just say...
But it's like MF Doom, Sam. MF Doom catches the weirdest pockets as well. He's technically rapping offbeat.
There was no pocket. That was all skirt. Anyway, go on, Sean.
Well, I was just going to say, quickly, on mine, I had Navy Blue Ways 9 as number 5. I'll be honest, that's probably a very biased pick. It's just, other than Maps, it's my favourite rap album of the year. Resonated deeply. Yeah, check that one out if you want to hear some very sort of poetic, vulnerable,
get you in
introspective raps. Some beautiful production as well. But yeah, Mike, Burning Desire. I mean, yeah, you all know I'm a big fan of Mike. I'm glad Kieran's on the wave as well. Do you want to talk about Kieran, because you got it as number 5 on yours?
Oh, do I? Yeah. That was like a
He said,
last
"Yo, I
minute.
didn't even know."
No, do you know what? It was a last minute decision for me because I just got really gassed like in the past week because it's quite a recent album as well, and he makes the kind of music that takes a while to digest. I remember like even the end of last year he had what was that album called? What
Beware the
Monkey.
monkey, Beware of the monkey, or something
Monkey,
like that.
yeah. And even I think that was in my top 5 as well because he has these like earworm kind of flows and just songs as well. Like I explained, I think I might have said this in person or on the podcast, I can't remember, but he makes these kind of albums that like feel like you're just listening to the radio, and like every song is like the tracks like switching to like what's the next hot thing
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing, and it all feels like super relevant to like that Alchemist sound, but I don't know, like it's light music as well, which I like. I feel like Alchemist always makes these like, well, not always, but like often makes these dark kind of tones. But Mike's stuff's very like feel good, like stuff. It's also like I listen to it thinking like this is the kind of album that Earl kind of wishes he would make. But like I don't know, I'm not trying to like hate on it, but it feels like what Earl's trying to do.
Yeah, well, listen, I think Earl's been quite vocal that the sort of shift in his sound to, from pre some rap songs to then was very influenced by Mike and his crew and what they were doing. I think sometimes people think that Mike is like, I don't know, not copying but riding on Earl style. It's kind of, I'd say it's more of a 50-50 split. Yeah, listen, Mike's music is a vibe, man. It's just, sometimes I don't even understand what he's saying. I feel like his
I've
voice
never
is more
listened
of
to the bars.
more of an instrument, and he sticks so much to schemes that it's almost like percussion to me. He's incredible. Hopefully we hear more of him in the new year. But okay, so rap album of the year, we got Billy Woods and Kenny Siegel with Maps. So the next category is best beat. This was trickier to tally up the scores, but let me just quickly run through our top 5. So at number 5, we've got Earl Sweatshirt and The Alchemist, The Caliphate, produced by The Alchemist. We got number 4, Billy Woods and Kenny Siegel, Hangman, produced by Kenny Siegel. JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown at number 3 with Guess What, We Back. Number 2,
Sorry, what was that word? Because I'm trying to Google it and I don't know what that other. Guess what?
Listen, man, I'm trying to be respectful to our mothers and sisters out here, so we'll. Mick Jenkins at number 2 with Guapanese, produced by Stoic and Culture, and then number 1, best beat of the year, according to the Grey Area, is Drake, 8 a.m. in Charlotte, with a few production credits, most notably Conductor Williams, but also Mario.
Conductor, we have a problem. I'm trying
go.
to do the board.
Let me not do that, actually. Mario Luciano, Jason Wall, and Conductor Williams.
You were trying to act like there were no.
Yeah, that was rude. There's a few of them. There's three of them. Okay, so yeah, 8 a.m. in Charlotte. I'm not mad at that. It weren't my number 1. It was in my top 5, not my number 1, but I'm not mad at that. Does anyone want to talk about that beat?
I think that beat just hits different. It's up there with what's that, lemon pepper, whatever
it's
that
one of
one
them
is.
ones.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Drake
Yeah,
sometimes
it's one
picks
of
out
those,
these beats that are absolutely insane, and this is one of those.
Yeah. It's almost like an annual thing. Definitely, like every couple of years, Drake will hop on something that's just, is incredible.
But yeah, if I'm being honest, I didn't vote this to be the top beat of the year. My top beat of the year was Guapanese by Mick Jenkins, because I think that beat's absolutely crazy. But
That's an incredible beat. That is.
yeah,
that
this
beat
is.
is
I'm not
phenomenal.
mad at this one being there. I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad.
I'm not mad at it. It wasn't my top either, but I can't be mad at it because it sets the scene so well for Drake to do what he needs to do on that song. So it's brilliant, and it's good to see Conductor doing his thing on there. Obviously, the other producers are there as well, but getting that Griselda link up, it's a phenomenal beat. There's not much more to say about it, really.
Yeah.
And you can feel what it evokes out of Drake as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Do you know what though? I'm not mad that it's our number 1, but like Sam, I did have Guapanese was my number 2. Where one of you said that it sets the scene, or gets something out of Drake. For me, Guapanese is transporting. That is some hypnotic, I'm struggling for words a little bit, but that one for me, especially in that lane, I feel like they're kind of similar in certain ways. I'm probably not explaining it very well, but Guapanese for me has just got that extra. There's something about it, man. And I think, do you know what it maybe is as well?
It feels like a place.
Yeah, but this is more to do with the performance of Mick. I think it's that juxtaposition of how like smooth and calm the beat is, and then he's like shouting on there, like, and doing all this shit.
That's going on this too.
That's.
Can I ask you, Sean?
Yeah.
Why they both seem to have 10 points? What's the reason for the order?
Just how the maths worked out.
So the order for that one was
The maths is the same.
I think
so someone would have ranked it. We probably all ranked it higher, even though the maths made it add up to be Mick Jenkins coming in like that.
Okay.
But
so he probably would have gone in and be like, "Oh, this one's 3, that one's 2, that one's 3, that one's 2."
Yeah.
Okay, it's still 10, but this is more
The hidden
than
numbers.
someone doing a 5 and then another 5 and then a 1. You know what I mean? Sean does his. Don't come for Sean. He does his job.
You had to back it.
the reason.
Sean, give us a sound for the new board. Give us a retort to that.
The what? Tepid retort? What are we doing here? Like,
There we go.
listen
There
to
we
too much. Too good.
the what?
Too
That's
slow.
the new board sound.
What was I saying? I was answering Kieran. Yeah, the reason why is because everyone picked 8 a.m. and I say only 3 of us picked Guapanese. I think Guapanese
I
didn't fall
flopped
in
it,
yours.
man.
So that's why. That's why 8 a.m. is.
Sorry,
You make a
guys.
good point, but he did actually score the same. But yeah, that was why Drake ended up on top with that one. So number 3 is Peggy and Danny Brown with "Guess What We Back." Personally, that's not the best beat on that album. But
Oi, it's a board team.
No. The
Board's
board's back.
for
The
this,
board's back.
'cause this is not it.
normality's restored.
No, what do you mean? What's not it?
No,
What?
what-
Could you
what-
send him for my tape?
No, because Phil, I voted for that as well. That's why it's up here.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I'm on your side.
I thought you-
I was
Oh,
vexed at what
good.
Sean was saying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I was thinking, what's going on when you're saying it's not the best beat on there?
That's why I want to
You're off my
ask.
chair, man.
I want to ask what about that one is what edges it for you? Because we spoke about Peggy's production and how like phenomenal it is. So what is it about that one that you two rate so highly?
I mean, the beat is absolutely phenomenal. Like, just like with all the sounds and how he just like sets it up. Oh, I'm sorry. If we're going with like just what you picked out the album, this beat is far superior to that beat. That's all I'm saying. This beat bangs. Like, you're getting the screw face straight away. The way it's getting that sort of phone ring sort of thing, and then it just goes boom, and then you're like, yeah, I'm feeling that, and then he levels it out, and then Danny's just coming in, killing that. The beat is phenomenal. I'm sorry, that was number 1 for me. That's what I've got to say.
I don't have anything to add, you know.
So the one that I picked was the title track from the album. The reason why I went for that one is do you know, I feel like at the minute in hip hop there are a number of artists, especially in the mainstream sort of area of the culture, that are producing this sort of noise rap sound, or like music and aesthetics that are influenced by punk and heavy rock and industrial sounds and things like that. And no one's doing it like Peggy is. And for me, that beat is kind of is the pinnacle of that sound from what I've heard in recent years. It's everything from like the claps at the beginning to that bass when it comes in, the way the beat builds. I don't know how he's making that out-of-tune saxophone or that horn sound hard, but he does. There's something else. There's another element to that beat that I'm forgetting because my brain's fucked right now. But that was it for me. It's just that, like, it's capturing this sound and this aesthetic that is popular today and doing it way better than anything I'm hearing. And it's catchy as fuck. And I don't know.
You know what, Sean? I actually had Scaring the Hose as well. And also Perfect, because Perfect guesses me. But I changed it to Guess What, Bitch We Back, because when that EP dropped, the DLC pack, I was just so gassed. Like, I feel like it just evoked some feelings in me that, I don't
Trust
know, like,
me.
I wasn't
That's what I'm
expecting
saying.
it.
That beat
I wasn't
the beat gets
expecting
you
it at
gassed.
all.
It's just
It shocked me.
it's the way it comes in. The way it comes in, like, nicely. Like, what's this? And then it just drops, and you're like, the energy
But I
you
totally-
get from that beat
I
is
actually-
incredible.
So your guess is making me laugh.
Nah, honestly,
I totally
it's incredible.
get what
I've never-
Sean is saying, because like it reminds me of like when DJ Premier made "Come Clean" for Jerry the Damager. It's like it's just changing the way you hear certain sounds
Yeah.
in hip hop.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a solid beat. I'll give it its flowers, but I'm sorry, like I'm going on feeling, and that
The feeling
like,
was mad for
Scaring
that
the
one.
hoses. The feeling for guess what? I can't even get the words right because that beat is just too phenomenal. That's all I'm.
Can't scare the
that's all I'm
hose.
saying, man.
Yeah, I guess the last thing I'll say is it's fair enough that like there's so many beats from that album that are incredible, but I think I've heard. I mean, there's other beats on that album that sound a bit like that with the glitchy sounds and the tempo and things like that. In fact, Peggy's done it throughout his career, whereas this one, the title track, I've not really heard that. There's something about that one that just has stuck with me. But yeah,
What
each
was
their
your
own.
milkshake one that you guys
That's why I
liked
took
from
it off.
Yeah, the milkshake one's in that, for me, is in that similar category to Guess What. I think that, yeah, which I love, but it just what, to me, it wasn't the best, but it's, it's each to their own. So number 4, we had Billy Woods and Kenny Siegel, Hangman, kind of staying in that abstract realm. Sam, do you want to chat about it?
Crazy. That beat is crazy. I'm surprised more people didn't vote that beat. That beat is nuts. Like, it sounds like a scary night. It's literally, it haunts you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't describe, like, just please, listener, pause the podcast. If you're already this far in, then you're a true fan, so you'll come back. Pause the podcast, listen to Hangman by Billy Woods. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it sounds dusty, and there's this weird, like, bassy kind of horn. It's like, banger, absolute banger. You can't make beats better than that for me. A beat that has a feeling as opposed to just sounds banging.
Yeah, it's a weird one because it's quite sparse in terms of, like, there's a lot of space, but there's actually tons going on. You've got that harp that comes in. You got that car, like an engine or like a horn.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's so much to it. Again, a bit like the previous beat I was talking about. It's just there's some stuff that I've just not really heard before, or at least not done that well. And it's incredibly atmospheric, like you're saying. Yeah, I think it's definitely one of the best beats of the year. Another album
That's
with
one of
loads
those
of
things.
incredible production on it, though.
Well, it's one of those things as well. Like, if rapping is all about the bars, yeah, this is like about letting the bars breathe. Do you know what I mean? Not too much tonal content, nothing to compete with the vocal like that. Barely any drums to drive rhythm. It's like, I think if Sway was to play this on the 5 Fingers of Death, I think there's very few rappers that would be able to do anything to this because they'd be like, what the fuck is this sound?
You can't. It's the pockets that Billy Woods is finding. I was actually about to say, it's good you said that. Like, I feel like this is the best kind of beat for Billy Woods because
I think A$AP Rocky would have a good time on this as well, though.
What would he do though?
He'd just do some of his weird, like, remember when he was like on his like
Oh,
purple
that
swag
A$AP.
stuff? It feels like that. It feels,
Trippy
Yeah.
shit.
yeah.
That's an interesting shout,
But yeah,
Probably
I
think-
don't know. For me, I don't know
respect
how
that you
high I
put that
ranked
up.
this, but I think I ranked it pretty high. Because I really liked this beat.
Me
It was
and
number
you-
3. Fair
No,
enough.
it's a very good beat. I almost made my top 5. I won't lie to you because that beat is just it sets the
This
tone
category was
perfectly.
so hard
Um,
to rank, though. I think like,
It was.
I was really struggling.
Well, I had to let something slide so I could put them higher up in other categories. I was like, there's no way I can have the same song or the same artist number 1 everywhere because it's not that type of year. It's not 2021. It's not a big year in that regard where someone can come through and sweep up. I had to make some tough decisions. But Hangman, honestly, I suggest everyone listen to that beat. And if you don't like that beat, you're in some weird place. You just
Yeah,
seek
me
help,
and
brother.
you had it at number 3, Sam. Me and you had it at
Bro,
number.
the beat will put you in a weird place as well.
Yeah,
Facts.
that's facts.
And then the final out of the 5 is The Caliphate by Earl and Al. So
I think that beat's phenomenal. That beat is phenomenal. Oh my
Alchemist has
goodness
had so many
me.
good beats this year as well. But
Oh.
this one was it.
Jesus.
why?
It feels like you're floating above a cloud.
Nah,
The tepid energy.
It's not tepid.
why?
It's not tepid. I'm asking because
Why?
I love the energy. No, but you're taking it as if I'm saying it's not. I'm just asking you to explain because I like your energy.
this
Energy is cool,
Yeah.
but you're not actually saying what makes it.
I think this is one of those beats here that people will hear and they want to rap on it too because the way Vince is
Trust me,
rapping,
that's what
the way Vince is rapping is crazy. He's like, "Son of Ramona, da-da-da." Hey, listen, that beat it opens you up.
It's phenomenal. No, I tell you, I'll break down the beat.
Thank
is,
you, thank
Is there a lot going on. No, it's simple, but oh my goodness me, this beat sets the tone for you to just go off. And the way Vince is just rapping is just incredible. It just makes me just want to go to the studio and just bust the 300 bars like the game or something, man. This beat just sets a dark tone that you're just like, The Alchemist gets that sound where you're just, that hunger is coming out from you, like, yeah, man, that rapper wants to come out. Da-na-na-na-da-da. Just got, that beat is phenomenal, man.
I want it to be straight gangster.
That's probably why it's played the Caliphate like 169 times. Yeah. And yes, I probably haven't answered your question, but that's...
No, you have, Theo.
That was a hard answer, though.
Phil.
Yeah, you ain't got to be defensive, man. I'm only asking the question. I'm just trying to get responses.
No, he's not being defensive. That's emotion.
I'm not being defensive.
He's bringing the energy to the podcast.
That's just me coming.
Okay.
I think I put it in my top 5 as well.
I said, okay.
Any other beats that people had in their individual...
No, Sean, why are you moving like a retail worker? We're like, okay, that's something I could do. I want a refund. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's your receipt? You don't have it. Okay.
Were there any other beats that anyone is feeling that were in their individuals that didn't make the overall top 5?
I put Travis Scott Lost Forever. I'm so surprised.
That beat's rubbish, Kieran. Nothing on that album is beat of the year.
Wow.
Oh, man. No.
I want to say someone who I'm going to say later, but Ants Live. Ants Live did a remix of a song that J. Cole sampled on... what's it called?
Bro,
he's not a producer.
He just rapped over the same beat. Let's be real.
It's not the same beat. It has a different vibe. Everyone's on some stuff today. It feels like the old days where we're just here to cuss each other.
It was the way you interrupted my monologue, man.
Oh, sorry. Go off, King. Do your thing. Oh my guy.
Wait, I need to compose myself.
We're moving like Joe Budden's podcast. We're not going to be here next year if we keep getting at each other like this.
I like Utopia, and I like Travis Scott's sound. So I thought this was cool how it like combines with Alchemist's sound really well too. Like I feel like Alchemist's music always has these specific set of sounds. Sometimes he does like that banger kind of stuff with the beats and the bass and stuff, but generally it's this like thin textural stuff. And then I love the combination that the synths that Travis adds in, and also James Blake's kind of vibes as well. But yeah.
Nice. I know there's a couple beats from Magic 3 on here as well. Theo or Kieran, you want to talk about those? Or?
Japanese Soul Bar is phenomenal. The transitions in that beat is unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. That sax, the way he transitioned to that saxophone is impeccable. That's why I had that number 2 on my list, because it's just and then even transitioning to the end sound where it got you that sort of throwback, like right back into the 90s when you hear like Nas at a young age. I thought that beat was. Yeah.
And have you seen Nas's reaction as well? It's so crazy.
Yeah, Nas is like, oh my god, this is just what is this?
At this
beat?
stage of their collab as well, Hit Boy's still shocking him like that.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's.
I was gonna vote for that, beats. But I don't know. Speechless was just like hitting my heart. Something. I think it's because it kind of feels like Speechless 2. It feels like Memory Lane in a way, but.
Oh, 100%.
I feel like I would say like that song. I prefer it in a way as well. I don't know if it's a recency thing, but. Something about the way Nas is coming on that as well. Like everything's just perfect. And the flutes, I love it.
Fair enough.
Cool. Okay, so best beat of the year goes to Drake with 8 AM in Charlotte. Next category is best producer. So,
sorry, the board's a bit behind. It's catching up.
All good. Where are we? Okay, best producer. Right. So we've only got 4 picks for this one, just because
I only made one entry.
So I think if we could we could set up a poll and ask listeners to tell us what their favorite rap beat of 2023 is, and that might fit in that little slot for us. But I'll run through our 4. So number 4, we got Kenny Siegel. Number 3, we got Hit Boy. Number 2 is JPEG Mafia, and number 1 is The Alchemist. Okay, who had The Alchemist number 1?
Me. That's the only pick I put down. I was like, I've listened to more Alchemist this year than I have when we were doing like beat battles and all that kind of shit. Like I listened to a lot of Alchemist then, but this year, literally new music wise, I've probably listened to like over 100 hours of Alchemist. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like I'm listening to this album that many times, into that project, and he's there. Do you know what I mean? The Alchemist is well, obviously his output's always been insane, but this year, especially when he went into his producer rapper bag, some of them songs are decent, but the beats are always hard. So
Prolific.
Yeah,
The
I
thing
think-
is, the quality of the music is his best
Yeah, that's
he's
the
ever done
insane
as well.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
arguably, I was going to try to put him in the Hall of Fame, but I thought let's let him keep going. He's not a Hall of Famer. You can't put someone who's still competing in the Hall of Fame type thing. So yeah,
Which
For
is
me,
mad to
Alchemist
say
has
for
had
someone
that.
that's been around for 25 to 30 years.
Yeah.
He's a veteran in the game. If you want to look to a producer that's the best, it's him. Never fallen off.
You got to think about like comparing him to like contemporaries. I guess like Timbaland, Neptunes, all of that. Like they're kind of like dissipated.
Nah.
Whereas
He's because the thing is with Alchemist, and this is something that's not a slight. It's just the truth. He's limited in his genre. He does hip hop, boom bap really, really well. Like he does. Timbaland can do a pop track. He can do this. He can do that. Pharrell can do. But like they can't make an Alchemist beat. They could try, but they would never be able to.
I've just quickly run through some of his credits just to kind of give him some light. So we got the Slipping Into Darkness track with Hit Boy. That was a cool moment. The Great Escape with Larry June.
That's amazing.
Flying High EP. There's a credit on Lost Forever, which Kieran just spoke about. The album with Earl. Faith is a Rock with Mike and Wiki. Tanta on Danny Brown's
That's
album.
an amazing beat.
Yeah, incredible. Reminded me of Rare Chandeliers, the mixtape he did with Action Bronson. Flying High Part 2 and Wickman on Scary Hours Part 3.
Oh, Wickman's so crazy.
There's a range there.
Wickman is.
There's a range there as well. So I mean, you all know I love Alchemist, so I'm not mad he's top at all. For me though, I'm looking. I think Kieran, you had Peggy as well as number one. I think for me it's just that there's no one really making music like that. I think his production has gone under the radar, I think, for a while, but I do think he elevated this year. And it wasn't just the album with Danny Brown. There was the way he kind of was the backbone of the Arm & Hammer album too. And I'm trying to think if there was some other credits, but off the top of my head I can't. But I just think I know that there's maybe not as much output as the Alchemist, but it's incredibly it's just incredibly, what's the word? Unique and progressive for me, what he does. So that's why he's for me.
I would use that word. Like he just inspired me so much this year, so I had to put him number one.
And then we've kind of got a consensus of Hit Boy at number 3. Do you know what? Actually, today and then just talking, I'm kind of thinking, is it Kenny Siegel over Hit Boy this year, or am I bugging?
I feel like it is, but I didn't even bother to
You
put
know
an
what?
entry in
That's
because
not
I
a
just
bad
said I
shout.
need Alchemist to get there. That's all I needed.
That's
The thing is,
not a
Hit-Boy's
bad
got
shout though.
output, though. Hit-Boy's got the output, and I think that's probably what pushed it up.
If I'm being honest as well, I have not listened to any Kenny Siegel beats other than Maps. So I can't just, for one project, and especially when it's not like when I say a body of work, like, you know what I mean? It's not like I don't know how to describe it. It's not like how Inflow was going in 2021. It's good. Arguably it's great, but it's not like above what Hit Boy's been up to the last, 10, 12 months. You know
I
what I mean?
think it's a bit disrespectful. Let's be real. Like Hit-Boy's got what he did on Magic 2 as well, pushing all of those different genres and patterns and stuff on Nas.
He did some stuff with Griselda. I'm not sure if it was this year or late last year. Some of that Griselda stuff was amazing.
Well, he's meant to have that project with Benny as well coming up. He's done quite a lot of bits, and he's obviously got his own album. He's got the 2 albums. It's not. It's I think is it Surfer Drown and Surfer Drown Part 2, and some of the beats on that are really really good as well.
Yeah, Hit Boy is a consistent guy, but the main problem I have right now with trying to push up Kenny Siegel is that it's just volume in it. If we're looking at Alchemist and he's number 1, somehow JPEG Matthews got up there for, I guess, volume as well. But again, Hit Boy's volume, Kenny Siegel's quality. You know, if we're talking about best of the year, he's up there. Do you know what I mean? Kenny Siegel's at number 4, not bad.
I'm assuming that's why I edged Hit Boy over him was just the output. But thinking about like my reasoning because Peggy hasn't put out probably anywhere near as much as Alchemist has, but edged it for me. And I think I'm starting to feel. I mean, they're all in the top 5. It's not really a big deal, but I think with Kenny Siegel, what he did with Maps especially, but he's got the track on. oh god, who is it? Open Mike Eagles album as well. There's a posse cut on there. Beats hard. Total Recall off the Arm and Hammer album as well. So there's a bit of range there. But what he's doing on that Maps is just it's just stuff that some of it's like I've not heard before, and that I really value. That is someone that's like moving the needle and doing something that's kind of progressive and unique.
I would love to know how he makes what he makes, because that is not like what Alchemist is doing or what Hit Boy is doing. Like, how do you make these beats? Do you hear the raps first and make it, or do you just make it and go, this is it, like go off? Like he's definitely the most unique person on this list, because I don't think anybody's got the same workflow or style as him when it comes to creating.
Whereas with Hit Boy, I mean, listen, he's in my top 5, so I obviously rate him highly, but there's definitely, like we said, there's definitely output, there's definitely range, and he, I can appreciate on Magic 2, for instance, he was trying some different stuff, but it wasn't so much like, you don't have to do this, but for me, I felt like Kenny Siegel was almost like inventing sound, whereas if Hit Boy is like paying homage or like just trying things that have come before, and that's cool. Yeah. That's honestly, I rate that, but I think that's why maybe Kenny's just edging it a bit for me. But listen, like I say, it's all in the top 4 out of all these hundreds of producers we've heard this year. They're all incredible and deserve a shout out. Were there any producers that I think? Yeah, there were a couple. I mean, me and Kieran had Madlib in our list at number 5.
He just had such a big output this year as well.
Another one with
but he was moving a bit weird, to be honest. Like the I can't even remember what that app's called now, but the Liberation 2 album was on it. Luminary, if that was on, I feel like we would have all rated that album, because I found this like illegal one on SoundCloud, and it was just hard. Like,
I thought we were pro artists making money though, so if it's on Luminary and I don't pay for Luminary, then you know what I mean. As long as you're getting your paycheck.
But it's
yourself, brother.
That's our problem. No, I agree.
I'm not buying Luminary because I don't want it. That's why.
I'm still of the opinion.
I thought we all said fuck Luminary at one point.
No.
You know what it is? I'm going to probably get it again over Christmas to listen to the new Dave Chappelle podcast, because I realized season 2 came out a while ago. But music-wise, I listened to that Black Thought. Is it Black Thought? Whatever it was, Black something.
No. It's Black Star.
There you go.
Not Black Thought.
Bro, I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry, Sean. You were trying to say something to me.
No, I'm just saying. I'm still of the opinion that like, unless an artist actually missells their product and like fucks us around, they don't owe us a thing. And if they want to release, however they want to release it, for how much money, let them crack on. Because all these artists out here with these major streaming services that we all subscribe to are getting fucking robbed. So crack on. If that's what they want to do them. But yeah, Madlib was output for me again, but also just to hear someone who's been in the game that long still make beats on the level that he has. I mean, there was that, I can't remember. Did you already say it, Kieran? Laugh Now, Cry Later. Was that what it was called? Or
that beat, I've rated that for like half the year, but then I just forgot about it because it was like in January. Yeah, but yeah, that was
on the Declaim album called In the Beginning, Volume 3. But then he had a beat on Maxo's album 48 and.
I love that track as well.
The Good Fight with Lord Apex. Yeah, there's some crazy beats. But Theo, you had Conductor. Was there? Because I've got to be honest. I'm not sure I've heard much else outside of 8 AM. Is there some other things we should be like checking out? Basically.
Oh, he's on Pray for Paris, isn't he? I'm not wrong in saying that. Because some of the beats.
I think you mean the other thing. What's it called?
And Now You Pray for Me.
No, Now You Pray for Me. So that's my bad. Yeah. So he's on that. Sorry.
I almost did that though. I heard $500 ounces, and I was like, "Oh, the beat of the year." Like, oh wait, this is old.
Yeah, no, it's just stuff on that. I just thought, what he's been doing has just been great. And then there's some other. Actually, there's a project that I think he might have done with. This Conway is something else.
He's done a Conway
anyway,
project,
some of the beats
Conductor Machine, I think.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, have to check some of that out.
There's some good beats on that. So yeah,
cool. Definitely. It's that vibe that Drake was spitting on. I think he just wanted to like expand it a bit.
Okay.
I'm interested to hear more from Conductor, because when I think of Griselda, I always think of Daringer, and Daringer has a very kind of strong hold on what I deem to be the Griselda sound. So I'm wondering if Conductor has something else that he can bring out of, some of the Griselda artists. And when I say the Griselda artists, I mean the the top three, the big three.
Well, he was on. I think I first noticed Conductor on "Pray for Haiti," and I just kept hearing that tag throughout that whole album. But
That's what's his name? The guy that Sean
Matt
loves.
Comey.
Matt Comey's banging.
yeah.
Do you know what? I'm interested to see what Billy Woods and Matt Comey can do together. That's a kind
for
of
real.
like
That's a
dream
cool collab.
underground collab.
That'd be phenomenal.
But yeah, I think Conductor, because he's in my eyes, he's fairly new. Like he's only like, look at the list. The Alchemist is decades in. JPEG Mafia is new. Hit Boys been dropping heat for decades or over a decade. So yeah, Kenny Siegel, Conductor. We've got some new school people here making arguably music that will be talked about in a decade's time. So it'd be interesting to see the career blossom.
Yeah. So, best producer of the year goes to The Alchemist. Our next category is best new artist. We've got 3 picks for this one. So I'm just going to run through them real quick. So at number 3, we got Paris, Texas. Number 2, we got Ice Spice. And then number 1, forgive me if I pronounce it wrong. Is it Any or is it? Yeah.
Yes, it's Any. Yeah.
Any was mine and Theo's number 1 pick, I believe. Theo, do you want to chat a bit about this artist from the UK?
Oh, she's phenomenal. She's absolutely great. That EP that she did this year is just, she's putting herself amongst like the top artists in the UK right now. Honestly, the way that she's spitting on some of the track, and I love her lyricism and her flows. She's just brilliant. She's like can I say breath of fresh air? It's just nice to see someone on that level other than just Sims. Sims been doing it for so long, and it's great to see Sims, but it's nice to see another. Again, I don't want to put them in a bracket and just say another female artist, but it's good to see that someone else is coming through as well and making a stake and a claim. And from that EP, I just thought, oh wow, this is just great. So I'll be interested to see what she brings next. Really.
She feels effortless as well, because I have listened to a few of her songs. She's got a song called "Charge It to the Game," and I was like, when I was listening to that, I was like, this one's a banger. And then I heard the remix with Shmino, and I was like, she's got potential to go global. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm hearing it. So
exactly,
I felt like she wasn't a new artist in my eyes just because she had the big song with Georgia Smith, and I assumed that she dropped a project years ago, but she hadn't. So.
It's because she went viral just before that. Because I think the Georgia track was a remix of the viral track.
Oh, who knows? But all I'm saying is I do like this artist, and for her to win Best New Artist is fully fair, because every song I've heard from her so far has that, like, when I say worldwide sound, I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean in like she's gonna go big if she not continues and makes the same shit. But you know what I mean? I like her trajectory is what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean. And I like it you said effortless, because that's exactly how I feel. The thing that I found when I listened to her, and I don't mean this, I'm not saying like she's kind of a lesser version or anything like that. She's very much her own artist, but I got No Name vibes from her. Just that, again, that effortless feel, that kind of world feel, a bit like what you say. There's some sort of, there's something about her. Like if Any is our No Name, it's a bit like when I first heard Sims, I was like, oh, this is like our Rhapsody. I feel like Any is our No Name, and I mean that would be
hopefully in the new year we move away from trying to look overseas for an equivalent, and we just let our artists be who they are. Because
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know.
Because I think Any is special. Because at first I was like, oh, she's giving me like an Adele vibe with the Peng Black Girls thing, and I was like, nah, not Adele. Sorry, what's her name? Estelle. It's giving me an Estelle vibe. I was like, nah, it's not an Estelle vibe. You're just hearing another black woman rapping, and you want to give them another thing. Let them be who they are. Because I didn't do that with Little Sims. I was like, Little Sims is banging. And that was it. So I want to give Any her space to breathe. And who knows, next year she might make one of our wrap ups, because she honestly slipped through the cracks this year. We didn't speak about her once until now, and you know, I've realized I've heard a fair few, about 3 or 4 of her songs, and they're all great.
Yeah, I highly recommend people check out We Go Again EP. And also, she's on a remix with Wale called You Never Visit Me.
Wow,
that's
she's
a cool
making
track.
moves.
Yeah, and the Wale feature's good as well. So, yeah, check that out if you get a chance. But no, I'm excited to see where her career pans out. I mean, I completely agree with you, Sam, about the looking for equivalents of things like that, because Little Sims is 100%, especially like Grey Area onwards, found her voice and is very much her own artist. But I guess early on, everyone wears influences on their sleeves and resembles sounds, and that's what I meant by that. But number 2, Ice Spice.
This upset me, bro, because Ice Spice is on fire, bro. She has not dropped any dead songs. No,
I
just
can
me.
agree with
Wow.
that, to be honest. She's
Yeah,
quite like
no,
a
no.
gas. She's a gas artist, isn't she? She's like
She
like
is
I
a
think you
gas
called her like
artist,
the
big time.
female Pop Smoke.
She
And
is
we're
the
doing
female
this
Pop
comparison
Smoke.
thing. We're like, we need
No,
to stop
she
it,
is
but
just-
she actually is.
No, but that is the perfect definition. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. She 100% is that.
If you rap Ice Spice
Oh,
lyrics
see,
in a
that
Pop
sounds
Smoke
horrible.
voice,
Yeah.
it sounds like a Pop Smoke
Oh,
song.
Jesus. Yeah, exactly. She's
Which kind of
phenomenal.
shows she probably just like copied the formula, but it's okay. Like she's fun.
I like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I have yet to hear a dead song from her this year. She's hit different vibes too. She was on the what's her name, Pink Pantheress track, and she dropped an album that was just not for me. But songs like Delhi, In Her Mood, Princess Diana, and the Barbie song. Whew, that
This
Barbie
is the thing,
song.
Sam.
Oh,
The ones
Barbie
you,
song.
those four you named, they're the ones I like. I wouldn't listen to
They're
any of
crazy.
her other tracks.
No, you don't need
but-
to. You got them four.
Yeah.
The Barbie song
Yeah.
is
She's
is
just
the
barring
it's
on
the
it.
way the way I have Harriet listen to it as well, and she is just vibing to it because she just kills that. It's like, oh my goodness.
Well, you know when you want to talk about music that like hacks into your
Kills
body and
that.
makes you want to dance. That Barbie girl song
Yeah.
makes you feel good and it makes you want to
it's
feel, you know what I mean, jump around a bit. Like that's a good song, man. I don't want to hear no slander on Ice Spice. If you don't like Ice Spice, don't listen to her. Yeah, but realistically, she's for me in my heart, she's the best new artist of this year, undeniably.
She's had a big year, no doubt. And
She's
then
had a
the,
song that's gone outside of the rap sphere. Think about how much people saw Barbie and now know the Ice Spice Nicki Minaj tune.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know what you mean. And then number 3, we have Paris, Texas. That was your top pick, Kieran. Do you want to chat a little bit about this duo?
Can you
Are they
give us some
duo?
history on this? When did we listen to this? Do you know what I mean? What's going on here? Because I never heard of this till I saw your list.
Bro, I feel like I've shared this like 10 times in the group. Like that, I feel like
I'm not denying that.
properly
We're slow.
I've been trying like I'm surprised Sean even had it on his top 5 because I felt like no one was listening. But I think these guys are cool. They're a new duo, and they remind me of like how Brockhampton were like popping at the start. Like they have these cool videos that really captivate you, and they're coming with this punkish kind of style that feels very much like fuck what's going on. Like just listen to this and see and take it how it is. It's not rock, it's not rap, it's not pop, it's just like crazy music, and it is that. Like some of it's like headache inducing, but I think I love that they rap like they don't care in a way. Like they're saying the most ignorant stuff constantly, and I kind of like. I don't know. I feel like you'd like it, Sam. If you,
Oh,
if
I
you
was going to
listen.
say, can you point me and the listeners in a direction of
I
what
would
to listen
say
to?
start with their visuals because that's what grabbed me. Like their album's really good. It's actually I think it's one of the most critically acclaimed albums of the year. It's
Oh,
got, like
wow.
something like 89. or something.
Okay.
But yeah, start on YouTube and just watch their videos because I think they really sell what they're doing through that.
Okay. Sean,
Yeah.
Paris, Texas. I know you would have listened to them a bit because you're in the, I don't know, bro. You're in the scene, deep in the scene.
Well, no, just
The
from
guys.
Kieran's suggestion, I've checked them out. I mean, I haven't listened to them like I have with any, for instance, which is why they fell a bit lower for me. But I get what Kieran's saying about that kind of youthful, don't give a fuck energy. There's a resemblance of like an early Odd Future, nothing to do with the sound of the music, but just that energy. And although that's maybe not kind of like it's not something I'm bumping day to day and like relevant to my life now, I can appreciate it, and we're missing that. We haven't really had that kind of injection into the game like we did when Odd Future came along. So that was it for me, really. I respect that. They deserve to get a mention for sure. But are there any other artists that people had in their individual list that didn't make it?
I got a bag of UK artists, man. A bag of UK artists that I think are amazing. Norman San, Ants Live, Jordo. Those 3 could have won Best New Rapper for me because Ants Live, I'm going to get to him later, but Ants Live is dropping fun, family-friendly music that's not getting any attention from the mainstream, but it will get there eventually, I'm pretty sure. Norman San dropped what I deem to be my track of the year from a Best New Artist. So it wouldn't be track of the year overall, but from a Best New Artist, I'm like, this guy's got potential. And Jordo, he dropped a banger on a beat that's kind of a, I remember Kieran saying, "Oh, he just stole that beat from Madlib," but I like that song. It's got a nice laid back vibe to it. The song's called "Okay Then" by Jordo. So JORDEAUX.
It is actually nice. I was just hating.
But yeah, sorry, I had to dominate that because I feel like this list in general is lacking. Like the final nominations list is just lacking UK stuff, apart from Any being number one. And I just wanted to highlight there's a lot of great new talent in the UK at the moment.
Yeah, there's a video from Ants Live, isn't there? That's like really,
loads. He's dropped 3 banger videos that I'll talk about later. But bro, he's onto something with what he's doing. People will catch up eventually.
The one for me was an artist called Kelly Moonstone. She features on a song called "Window to the Soul" on Navy Blues album, which is beautiful feature, beautiful song. She's got a project out called...
Sorry, Norman Sand is not UK. He's American. Sorry, carry on.
There's a Kelly Moonstone's got a project out called "I Digress," which is worth checking out. She's a singer as well, so does a few different things. And she performed at No Name's Block Party performance as well, which I thought was quite telling. So she's clearly making waves and may have a big year next year. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, she's a singer. She's a rapper. It's nice music. I think she can go places, but I'd recommend checking her out. Kieran, you got someone else as well, haven't you?
Let me see. I can't.
This is great for the podcast listeners. Lots of silence, lots of dead air.
I mean, I was accumulating some names, but
You had Kelvin Crash. I'll help you out there.
oh, sorry, thanks. Yes, my vision's blurry. Yeah, Kelvin Crash. This was someone someone shared it with me, and I thought, let me check this out. I don't know if you know him specifically, but you should definitely check out what his track record is, because he's been working with ASAP Rocky since like those early days, and produced quite a few tracks for him. I think he produced DMB, that Rihanna one as well. But yeah, this is his debut album, and I just like it. I like that it's like producer music in a way. Like he's vocaling on it. He's not rapping, but like the beats are definitely hip hop. The vocals kind of sound like what J. Paul does, like that kind of like weird electronic style singing. And there's a really great feature from ASAP Rocky on the album as well. So it's definitely worth checking. It's good vibes, like instrumental hip hop.
What about Theo? Theo's been on some musical journey, listening to loads of different genres. I wonder if he's got like a best new rapper or anything like that.
Yeah.
No, because that's the thing. Because I found like I struggled this year. I have been on that. I've been on like a new wave, listening to all different sorts. But that's what I was saying to in the group earlier. Trying to I spent really long on this one because I tried to find anyone new, but it was really just Any. Any was the only person that like really talked to me and said a lot. So she was number one, but I struggled to find anyone else that like really sort of grabbed me to be like, yeah, I want to listen to you more. So
fair enough. Sean, you always got honorable mentions. What about that guy, the one that's dropped all those weird little mixtapes? Fly Anakin.
He was our last year.
Was he?
I mean, that was
he was.
That was a stretch putting Fly Anakin in as a new artist last year, anyway, because he's been around for a while. But no, I mean the only other one was I have a rapper called El Costo, I think they're called. A couple features though that one of them on Mike's latest album, a song called Muscle Beach, and then they're on a posse cut with Earl, Mike, and the other feature on the Mike track as well called Real Hip Hop. I don't know. There's something about the ad-libs are crazy. The way that the pocket they're finding on the beat, it might not be for everyone, but yeah, it's worth checking out those features. I'm definitely interested to see what they do in the new year as well. Yeah, it's kind of like Kodak Black meets that Earl Mike world, if that makes any sense at all. But yeah, check them out. Okay, so our best new artist of the year for 2023 is Any. So yeah, go check out that We Go Again EP. It is very, very good. Next category, best song. Like the beat category, this one was hard because it's so subjective, but we've got 4 for this one, so I'll quickly run through those. At number 4, we've got Tyler, the Creator, Dogtooth. At number 3, we've got Nas, I Love This Feeling. At number 2, we've got The Caliphate by Earl and Alchemist. And then number 1, we've got Gunna. Fuck you mean?
To be fair, yeah, when I was doing this, I was doing my personal favorites, and I did feel a bit kind of not cheated, but I was a bit like looking at you guys' list. I was like, are we even on the same wave? And I was like, well, you can't all be on the same wave. Do you know what I mean? We've all had different years, we've all done different things, and that's where the music kind of sits with us. But I'm glad there was a consensus on Fuck You Mean, because that song is an earworm. It's got something in it that makes it. Do you know what I
All
mean?
year we've been feeling that track.
That song's incredible, man. There's no denying it.
It's not even like it's one of those ones that can't be denied, really, because it's not my bag. It's not what I really listen to, but there's something about it, and it's like I just said, it's a monster. It's so popular for a reason. So,
I mean, one complaint. I'm surprised more people didn't say J Hus It's Crazy, because that song, it did a lot, but it didn't hit for a lot of people. So yeah, that upset me a little bit. But I'm glad that the number one is the number one.
Yeah, I mean, It's Crazy almost made my top 5, and it's one of the few songs this year that just immediately I was super hyped when I heard about it. I don't know if I'm letting
it's got bar of the year though.
I mean,
Come on, Sean, what's the bar of the year?
No, it's all yours, all yours.
You've said it many times.
The Dracula bite in it.
Vampire,
No.
I'm feeling peckish. That one.
No. What does murder do?
Oh no.
Oh, you
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I think if a song got a bar that's quotable, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway,
some steely
sorry.
shit. Anyway,
I can agree with that.
yeah. For me, I'm wondering if just being underwhelmed by the album has had a bit of an impact on that one.
100%. That album is not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Sorry. Compared to his other stuff, it's not good, but it's a shame. He Draked us, quite literally with Drake.
Yeah. It feels like a mixtape to me.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh no.
It's got no replay value to me, which is sad. I listened
No,
to
no.
Who Told You, but then I always hear Drake's first, and I go, oh, for fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean?
I skip that bit every time I hear. I just hear him come in going, I know the vibes. No, you don't know the vibes. Gone.
Yeah,
Skip to the-
Drake had a
skip to the
weird
end,
start
man.
to the year and then dropped a weird album and then saved it, and I think that is a legendary. Like the comeback is crazy.
Oh man. It makes sense that he's having to take a break. Like
Mate, he's on a 12th round knockout or
out.
whatever it is, 10th round, last minute knockout. Like Drake came through and won, but yeah, if we're being honest, Gunna Fuck You Mean track of the year, no problems with that. But the next one,
Yeah.
Earl,
Yeah,
I didn't even really. Do you know what I mean? I didn't even have any kind of thoughts when it came to it. I was like, this could be feature of the year for me, or this could be song of the year. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I mean, we touched upon it quite a bit when we were talking about the beat, and Theo, you said a bit about Vince, I think. But was there anything further? I mean, like for me, the thing that stands out with that one is just the chemistry between the two, the way they're going back and forth over the beat that we've discussed as well.
But the contrast as well. Like Vince is just
Yeah.
doing something completely different to Earl, but it works perfectly.
There's something about one low pitched, one high pitched voice. Something that, like, I think really made Tribe, for instance, stand out was the difference between Q-Tip and Fife, and I feel like you get something similar here. Again, that kind of
They're a great duo. Like they really need to make
they're
more tracks
fantastic.
together.
I think the lack of chorus as well, like that just shows the kind of rapping they're doing. It's like we don't need something to hook you in. You either listen to this or you're not. Do you know what I mean? That's it. And that makes for a good rap song. Rap songs aren't really, for me, about the chorus or the hook. It's always about the bars. And the bars on this, strong.
And then next we've got number 3. We've got Nas. I Love This Feeling. Who wants to touch upon that?
I think that's one of his best tracks ever. I think I said
It
it
is.
on
That song's incredible.
because I feel like he's
just-
capturing all that emotion that like has been building up of this run, and it feels great to like hear him embracing that. Like he's got so clear about what's going on right now with his music. It's beautiful.
Victory Lap. It's a victory lap to me, that one.
Yeah.
You were gonna say something, Theo. I thought I cut you off.
No. I agree. It's just it's perfect how he just it's the way he's looking back and just taking it all in and just appreciating like, yeah, this is look at what I'm doing, and it's just
It's a feel good track though as well. Like it makes me feel so good. Like, oh, do you know what? Like let's appreciate how much we've done to get to where we are, type of thing. Like no matter what our journey is.
Exactly, and it's smart that he's named it. I love it. I love this feeling because everyone can relate. It's almost like the tone of the song, the way he's rapping. If you're in a good moment yourself, it's like I love this feeling. I was saying that so much, and you're in a nice, happy place when you listen to that song. It's just done so well,
for sure. And the final pick on our list, Dogtooth by Tyler the Creator, another one which was an instant hit for me when it came out. Who wants to chat about that one?
Again, that song's great. I got Ralph singing it at one point, just singing Dogtooth, yeah. And he was just dancing around in the kitchen. Oh, because I couldn't stop playing that song. Oh, that song's great.
The clean version.
Sam, you're muted.
Yeah, the clean version. Yeah, definitely. You can't have him like. Sam, you're on mute. You're on mute.
Oh, I was singing and everything.
Oh man, it looked so happy. Whatever you were
I was saying, Tyler. You know what the funny thing was? I was like, why do these motherfuckers keep talking over me? So rude. Like that I realised. I was just saying, if Tyler releases, it's always something's gonna hit this. You know, this awards ceremony. It's a shame he only dropped an update to an album, but yeah, it was good. I liked all those songs of the Estate Sale.
Yeah, nice little
great.
do us over until whatever he's got planned next. I mean, there's quite a few honourable mentions because it's such a subjective category. I mean, I'll just kind of name drop a couple. So I had Pot of Paper, Money or Victims on mine. I thought that was a really powerful song. And then one that I was expecting to see on at least Kieran's list was Mick Jenkins.
Oh, stop it.
Roy G. Biv.
I know. I love that song as well.
It just missed out though, didn't it?
Yeah, it just slipped out.
You guys were hyping about that last week.
Yeah,
we hyped it on the review as well because I think it blew our minds when we realized what the title means and how he's relating it.
Yeah. I mean, it was.
But I think it was because I had to add that Travis Scott track, My Eyes, because I was just. I think that's what pushed out Roy G. Biv because I just love that track. I love that he's doing that, like, I guess like that Frank Ocean feel. But it's got Bon Iver doing it with him. Then Sampha comes in for a little few bars, and then the beat just like transforms, and he's spitting so hard on that second half, like of My Eyes. It's crazy. I feel like that's probably Travis's best verse if you really like put it down to it, because he's actually saying stuff on that as well.
Yeah, the flow's kind of relentless as well, isn't it? It's just
crazy. Like it's insane.
No, I'm not mad at
Watch
that.
the Throne vibes.
I guess another one to mention was Theo. You had Attention by Doja Cat in your list. You want to say a couple words about that one?
Oh, just again, it's her delivery. Her delivery is just impeccable. That song grabs your attention. Again, excuse the pun. It's just the way she's rapping is just it's brilliant. But I could have had a lot of Doja Cat songs on there, but Attention stands out for me because that just.
I mean, like, if we were being honest, Paint the Town Red could have been on this as well.
I had a Agora
No,
Hills
well,
in
that's
mind.
what I'm thinking.
The way the pop,
no,
like, it's mad. But
it's just that she just gives that. No, because I'm glad you did because you're right because that's the other track I'm thinking. You could have like a load of tracks, but I don't know. She just epitomizes this like boss female mentality, and I love it from that song. And just she's just not afraid to speak who and what she is, and I just love it. Just think it's so powerful. It's brilliant, really.
Nice. Okay, so best song of 2023, just to recap, is Gunna, Fuck You Mean.
Oh, we've got it on the fucking board. Hang on.
Give us the button.
There we go. The next category, so we've got two more to go. Penultimate category is best feature. Before I even list this, I'm just going to say this is probably the only one that I'm like I've got a problem with. But as you can tell, my energy is low.
I wanted to change things today. I wanted to change it. No, I wanted to change it, but then I thought it's too late to include Scary Hours 3 stuff in. So I wanted to change it to J. Cole, but on the other song.
Oh, really?
The new one. I forgot what it's called.
Like I know I've just kind of come out and said that, but don't expect me to really argue my case because I'm going through it right now. I'm struggling with this Cole. But anyway. Number 5, we have Billy Woods for his verse on No Name's Gospel.
I just love
Just
that.
shaking my head. Like.
Oh no!
Vince, number 4, we've got Vince on The Caliphate. Number 3, we've got Andre 3000 on Killer Mike's Scientists and Engineers.
Come on, yeah.
Number 2, this one I'm happy with. Number 2, Danny Brown, Year Zero.
This one's so wild.
That verse is hard. And then number 1, can we talk about this, please? Number 1, J. Cole on Lil Yachty's The Secret Recipe. Now, let me just... In fact, no, I have got my energy perked up now. Let me just say a couple of things. So, look, listen, we all love J. Cole. You all know that J. Cole has a very special place in my heart. And this is a hard verse. I'm not mad at it being in the top 5, but do we all seriously think that this is the number 1 feature of the year?
I'm gonna be honest, it's not even on my list. I thought it was in my list. It's not, so I'm not guilty. You want to look at the other 2 in this whole podcast because it's me. I looked, I was like, nah, that doesn't seem right. My picks are solid. You two speak.
I forgot about the one you picked. You know?
Exactly.
I should have picked that one. I'm so sorry. Yo, you know when I was thinking, I'm sure Lil Wayne had the verse of the year, but was it this
precisely.
one?
That's what I'm saying.
The one
So
I
these
picked
two colluded on the list. They planned this,
Sorry.
Sean. They engineered this
trust me.
together.
Guys,
me.
like
No,
this Lil Wayne
trust
one.
me.
I
So
should
if
have
you-
voted for.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I
So
flopped
everyone
it.
like looking at me, if you like going at J. Cole, J. Cole was not my number 1. It's a hard verse.
Number
let's
2,
be
both
honest.
did it at number 2,
But
so
that
you
is
clearly
not
have
my
an
number
agreement
one.
on
That
that.
ain't right,
So to
man.
clarify, so earlier when I was asking
Can there
why,
be an
I
intervention?
was just being like, just trying to get more out of you. Now I'm actually pressing. Why have you both got this as your number 2 feature of the year? Like,
But
No, it's hard,
you
it's
got
hard.
what?
It's hard.
It's a
Cole's
brilliant
always-
verse.
Cole's
Why are
always
you
dropping
guys
verse of the
bugging
year.
so much?
Nah,
you
that's
guys
not
are bugging
verse of the
way
year,
too
man.
much, you know?
This doesn't represent me.
Yeah, I'm not saying it is verse of the year. It's not my number 1, so you can't tell me I'm saying
Same
It's
Yeah,
number
as
2
well.
though.
Verse
Number
of the
2
year
is like it's up there.
Yeah, because it's high. Yes, because it is up there.
a
He is
moment, man.
absolutely barring. I don't know what we're trying
And
to
it's the
say.
way he appears in the
He's-
video as well.
yeah.
Like it's just everything about it is hard.
so
Everything from the beginning of the verse and what he's actually saying is as hard as like, what are we saying?
my
that's just
question to
hip-hop.
that is,
It's great.
what is Cole saying different to what he's been saying for the last 5 years in that?
That doesn't
Oh,
matter, man.
no.
He's been saying
doesn't
it.
matter.
Like Sean said earlier, he's just asking the
man.
questions, but he's still.
No. Now I'm
That's
not asking the
us,
question.
which
Now
is-
I need.
No, he's not asking.
need
No, he's
something
not
because-
asking questions. I know this energy. This energy is like I need to know answers. I'm gonna give you answers. Let me get this bar. Let me get these lyrics up, man.
Get the bars
My
up,
man
man.
was
The bars are
talking
hard.
when,
Get that
when he was
basketball
talking
up.
when he was talking about like when he's talking about like the oppressed bar. The oppressed bar is hard as hell. What else do you want from? Let me get this secret recipe.
The
up, man.
punchlines are different
But
levels.
let me
you know what I mean?
just
His
reiterate.
punchlines are
I
different.
actually had this verse as number 5, so I'm not saying it's bad. Like, it is a great verse.
So it's your fault. It's on
I know you
top.
were
I
saying-
didn't even realize Sean was in on this. It's just me who's in the right here.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is what makes this stand out above like for I'm not even going to say my favorite for now, but like Danny Brown's
Oh,
Year Zero.
Sam.
How is this a harder verse than Danny Brown on Year Zero? What is Cole doing that he's like is excelling what we've heard in recent
Guys,
years?
I think there needs to be an intervention.
Danny
I'm
Brown
not
Year
even
Zero
gonna
was
lie,
my
'cause, like,
top one of the year. The second I heard that, I knew where it was going. I think I immediately tapped into the spreadsheet. I was like, this
can
is
understand
what I'm
that.
trying to do.
I can understand that one, but I can't understand how Cole's made it as. I feel bad because it seems like
You're
I'm being
part of it. You're
disrespectful,
joint
but
enterprise. You were there at the scene of the crime.
I know, man.
You joined in with it. This is what I'm trying to say. You're culpable.
Well, whilst Theo gets his bars up, let's talk about some others. So, like,
Yeah, I
for-
forgot that's what he's doing.
Sam, I want to talk about the one Sam put second. You know, I forgot about this one.
Stove God
Kitchen Lights by Stove God.
That is a banger.
Boy, that the way he's going off with
the
that,
kitchen
with that hook,
lights.
like it's like it shouldn't even be a hook, but it's so.
Every
hard
time I
the
step
way
in the
he's
kitchen, I'm
doing
like, on the kitchen.
Listen, I think that might be one of his best features ever. It's
Yeah,
iconic.
I mean, it was kind of like I liked it the most, so I put it there, hoping that it would make it in. But I knew my other
Sorry, man. I
four
would- I
picks or
should have
3
voted
picks
for
were
that.
strong, so I was all right.
This was a hard for me. I found this really hard, and I think putting Cole second was almost like I wasn't thinking too clearly because I do actually think what like Billy Woods is doing is impactful.
I looked
Like,
across
Billy
everyone
Woods
else's
is
list. I
really-
was like, "You lot are bugging." You know what I was
I was bugging. Like the fact that I did the wrong Lil Wayne pick is just too
Exactly.
silly.
No.
Like
I've got the verse of the year number one. That's all I'm
actually
saying.
bugging so much because let me clarify. I voted for Lil Wayne on Nas's Never Die, because that is a hard verse as well.
Yeah, it's a hard verse, but it's not.
It's because I listened to the album, I remembered it, but I forgot that it was the Benny one I was actually trying to vote for.
It's the Benny one's phenomenal.
Man, that one, is so crazy.
that one he blacks out.
He blacks out so much. I remember Sam's message as well. Like, is Lil Wayne rapping the hardest verse ever, or is he spitting something trash?
I don't remember
he's
this.
barring so quick on this verse. The punchlines are coming so fast that I don't even know what he's saying, but like, it's hard. It's very hard.
I don't even remember saying that, but I'm glad
I should have voted for that. I want to change my vote personally.
I don't think that's allowed. I don't think that's allowed.
I don't think it's making
the votes have been adjusted and adjudicated, and the panel has spoken.
Sean's a part of it.
So
honestly, Cole was barring.
He was barring though, yeah. Like,
Cole was barring, but there's. Yeah, I'm waiting to hear from specifically what made it.
No. Okay, yeah. So let me flip that. Then you tell me on year zero what's happening on there and what the bars are doing that is relating to this verse. It's not just on one side of Secret Recipe. I need to start hearing from you as well.
The beat switches up. Danny Brown's just dropping
we're not hearing the beat.
bar.
We're not hearing the beat. We're talking feature, boy.
It's part of it. He hasn't even spoken about his own thing yet. He's here picking number 2 out. You won. Joey, you guys won.
No, but I need to hear what we are saying.
Listen to Danny Brown's verse.
Danny Brown's doing something that most rappers can't do, and he's allowing space to be in between the bars, right? There's humor in there like I've not heard in a long time from any rapper. The wordplay and the metaphors as well. If you really deep what he's saying, there's some real clever stuff in there. Real clever stuff. Again, charisma. That's the thing for me is I'm hearing it and I'm like, I don't think many people could do this. All due respect to Cole, great verse. He's dropped countless great verses over the last few years. It was a moment when it happened. I get that, and that's probably why it's edged into my top 5 as well. But I didn't hear anything where I was like, Cole's elevated to a new level here. He doesn't have to do that. I'm just saying, like, when you've got a year full of verses such as Billy Woods on Gospel, an incredible story. You've got this Danny Brown feature that like pretty much no one else in the game can really rap like on a beat like that. You've also, I mean, what else we got in this?
There's the bar that he flipped MF Doom's bars where he said, about to get the money like curls. And then he's talking about working out. It says the delivery of these lines where he says, pull up, get ripped, nigga deadlift, sit up, push up, bicycle kick, The delivery of those 6 little exercise movements there. That's what makes this verse hard for me. And the flipping of the MF Doom bars where he's like, Doom getting the money like curls.
I don't like my list. I'm going to say it now. I don't like my list.
And then his verse is so long that he actually gets a chance to tell a proper story.
But that's it for me.
Sam,
Look,
I hear what you're saying.
I would maybe if Cole was number 3, I'd be like, okay. But I just feel like there are at least two verses this year where I'm like, they are definitely like.
I'm not mad at him going down to. I'm not mad him going down to 3. It's not just me. That is why he's up to 2. So yeah,
it's not me at all. I'm arguing my case, and my case is strong. I think Danny Brown dropped verse of the year, best feature of the year. Sorry, do you know what I mean? I liked the J. Cole track. I actually wanted Lil Yachty to get best new artist of the year because he's finally a rapper.
I know, which I found wow, it's just ridiculous.
Do you know what though? I wasn't even mad at it. I didn't even say anything. I saw it. I was like, okay, I get what you mean, but
he's finally rapping now.
If I did the right Lil Wayne verse,
there you go, bro.
And things would have just been calm. Like there would have been
it would have won. It would have won. None of these issues would have come up.
Well, no, to be honest, it would have been an issue for me because I'm not hearing. I don't see what Wayne's doing in either of those verses that tops Danny Brown or Billy Woods. I don't hear it. I'm sorry, but.
Danny Brown, that comedy bit at the end where he's just kind of bored of the verse. He's like, "You niggas rubbish." Like it's just funny. Like,
that's what I mean. Like, you don't get that much these days, and I don't know. Maybe it is just coming down to personal preference. What Wayne is like saying in those bars, I'm like, it's not. It's a bit like the Cole thing. We've had hot wind blows. We've had like what was Wayne doing in these verses that was like different to what we've heard before, or that matches some of the other
because Wayne's doing it different on that Benny one.
Into the theme,
the way his words are twisting and turning.
So much, exactly.
No, it's like what you said with Danny Brown's one. No one can do what Lil Wayne's doing on that Benny track. those. I know I didn't even vote for it, but the way those words are tripping, it's just disgusting.
I think we just have
Fair
to
enough.
let it be what it is.
It's the whole
Spaghetti.
We
big
just
dog
gotta let it be
theme.
what it
It
is.
is the whole big dog
Spaghetti.
theme. The big dog theme. He just kills it.
Are we just saying
Absolutely
random things now?
kills
That's
it,
just
man.
spaghetti. Like, what the hell is going
Yeah.
on?
Who's come up with spaghetti?
The other one that I'm less aggravated about, but this one is more of just like it's just a question. So like, calm down. Free stacks. I didn't have it in my top 5. So what?
I think it's just Andre, isn't it? It's an
It's a
Andre
given.
verse.
That's what I thought. It was just a given.
Yeah, like you kind of just have to.
That's weak, man. That's lazy.
Some people just
Ugh,
like him.
that's
They
not
get
even-
that bly.
Like what?
If he drops a half decent verse, he gets in.
The thing is,
Lazy.
man.
The verse is hard.
I can understand. I can understand what you mean because if I'm
lot.
being brutally honest, he's not even the best verse on that song.
That's exactly. I replayed it earlier and was like, "What?"
So I hear what you're
I was like,
saying,
Killer
Joe.
Mike,
He's not the best. He's not the best verse on the song. It's Killer Mike won that.
Because I accept.
Yeah.
I think we all look for different things when it comes to features. One of the things for me is like, did you make that song yours? Like, I get like, I'm not trying to say that this person should have definitely been in our top 5, but like Big Sean on the Larry June track Palisades.
Wow,
Like,
I love
that to me is like what I'm saying is like elevation. It's owning the track. It's doing things we've not really like reaching a level we've not really heard from that artist in this kind of realm. So that's why like I rated that one. But for me with the Andre 3000 one, it's like of course it's a great verse. It's Andre 3000. He doesn't drop anything less than great raps. But it was like it's just not similar to how
Fair
I feel
enough,
about Cole and Wayne.
actually.
It's like it weren't.
Yeah, I mean, but following through to that, from what you said about Andre not owning the track, Vince Staples owned Earl's track, but not in a way where it's like, oh, he's got a better verse than him. They just they became one thing to make this great
I
track,
agree.
but it just so happens to be a feature.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. But that's probably why I didn't make mine at the same time because it was like you had to have both components. I don't know, but yeah. Okay.
Who
that
made
one-
the last pick get in there? The Billy Woods on No Name. Was that you and Kieran? Because I know it weren't me.
Well, Billy Woods on Gospel is my number 1 of the year. I said a lot about that when we chatted about that album. That's just like a work of art for me. That one,
Okay.
like, unbelievable storytelling.
Just standing on business.
Evokes feeling, but I'm not going to go too much into it. But yeah. Another one the only one other we didn't mention that was on a couple of lists here was Loyal Kana on Ennie's Take It Slow. That was another one that I found was quite
that was
emotional and just felt like a bit of a moment. But yeah, I feel bad. I'm sorry, J. Cole. I love you. That was
No, it's
out,
all right,
but-
man. But I feel like this was a hard. Like we've said this for quite a few of them, but this one was a really hard one to pick the right picks. I think.
Yeah. Well, look, listen. Ultimately, all the verses we're talking about are great, and all the artists we're talking about are great. But listen, we're passionate about this. But my bad, Cole. I didn't mean to make it sound like it was trash. It wasn't. It's just why am I talking like J. Cole listens? Let's move on. Okay.
Hey, you don't know what J. Cole's doing.
It's hard though. 'Cause
Drake
I think
listens to this podcast.
We all rate. we all rate different things. Like you said. Like I think one of your main things you rate is that they're doing something fresh for themselves, or like they're owning the track and all this kind of stuff. But like, I don't know. Me and Theo more look at like, well, this is like a great artist and they're still performing at that level. That's great, and it's impacting us in that kind of way. Still, maybe there is an element of bias because we love those artists, but
Yeah. I'm only saying that because of the standard. Like I feel like there was such great features this year that it just needs to be something else. Like not every feature has to top the last one, is what I mean, or like reinvent a new cadence or flow. Like I'm just like I said, I think because I rate 2 or 3 features so highly this year, the Cole one I just didn't think quite got up there. But yeah, but the way it's ended up is, well, by the sounds of things, it would have been a Lil Wayne feature. Which one was it? I couldn't actually work out.
it was the Benny one. I'm sorry, it was so
it's the
chaotic.
Benny one.
What's the name of that
The
one?
Benny one's phenomenal. It's Big Dog. Big Dog. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the lyrics now, man. This guy's just a monster.
So look,
Honestly, Benny got washed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
on that
the way
track,
Lil Wayne's spitting
literally.
is actually disgusting.
Yeah,
It's like, what era is
it's
Wayne coming
ridiculous.
from to spit this? Like, he sounded like a kid on it, like, but in like a good way. I mean,
absolutely ridiculous.
all right. So we'll.
Well, we didn't
that
make
case,
anyways.
then, slight. This is like when Moonlight beat La La Land at the Oscars. We're changing it on the spot. So best grey areas, best feature of
Unheard
the year.
of.
Yeah, this is new territory, man. This is elevation. This is what I'm talking about. This is why we're the best. Best feature of the year is Lil Wayne on Benny the Butcher's.
How is that
Let's
even
go.
allowed?
Let's go.
This is not allowed.
This is like that
There's
0.5.
no board. There's no
Yeah,
board for
exactly.
this. That is criminal.
Come on, there was a typo. There was a
Typo
error.
where? You typed a whole different sentence.
I was. The thing is, like, do you know how the brain works though? Sometimes you're
No.
like, oh yeah, it's this feature.
No.
Then I wrote it down, but it's not the one I was thinking.
Yeah, all right then.
That's all I'll say.
You're when your team loses and you say, it doesn't matter, I wasn't a fan of that team anyways. That's what you're doing.
But we won. So what?
You're that guy
We
that
won
supports
now.
whatever team wins the tournament. I was always backing Italy in the World Cup. What are you
Stay
talking
on
about?
top.
I was always a fan of Argentina. What are you talking about?
Right. Best feature. I knew that was going to cause issues, but let's move into the final category, which is thankfully a bit more tame and seamless. So, at number
It's
5,
the way Sean and Sam said this was going to be a fast episode, though.
No, I didn't.
Like, there's been
Awards is always long.
way too many
If
controversial moments.
if I suggest a podcast to somebody, yeah, I would say go listen to our awards. That's where you'll get a vibe of whether you're built for this show or not. Because one, it's long, but two, it's actually really interesting, and you can hear the music we like. Ooh, Sean
Oh,
is
that
allergic
That
to
sounded
cough.
like a dog, man.
like that dog in Anatomy of a Fall.
Oh, the niche jokes. Watch out for the Grey Area Cinema podcast coming to a screen near you. Listen,
Snoop, you know. Okay.
this episode is never going to be short because it can't be. It's I'm not editing this down. I can't. You got to let it ride. There's a few bits I'm going to cut out, but nothing major.
Trust me. Okay. Final category. Best rapper. So number 5, we've got No Name. Number 4, we have Mike. Number 3,
Yes.
we have Nas. Number 2, Danny Brown. And number 1, Billy Woods.
Can I just clarify? When I said Sean stole my picks, I meant the top 3. Because I realized that like everyone had the same picks in their top 3. So I was just like, Sean stole my picks.
So your votes got counted for Mike and No Name, are you saying?
Yeah.
For God's sake, man.
I didn't have any fours or fives. I
So
didn't
Sam,
have
would
any.
there have been 2 others then that you would have had in your top 5?
No, that's why I said Sean stole my
okay.
picks. I read it and I was like, yep, nah. So I was like, I guess Sean stole my picks.
Fair enough. Okay, well look,
I would have put Earl in there, but you know, it's a bit like
Trust me, I feel like Earl's missing.
I don't
on
think
this.
Earl's
Yeah,
rapper of the
I
year. I think
thought
he's
that
just
myself.
he's on a career thing. He's got no
He
belts.
should be on that though.
Nah.
Like he because he spits on a different plane.
I think
to other
Earl was in
people.
the
I think
journey
he's one of the
back into
best
my good
lyricists
books.
ever.
Like he can't be best rapper for me if he's back into my good books.
I think for me he would maybe if he had to slip in, it would be over No Name. I just
Sam,
think that
wait,
No Name is
what do you
doing
mean
something
though,
that's
Sam?
different. Like, sorry, not different. I think with No Name we don't give enough credit to, like, for instance, like her flow, how like incredible that is. The fact that she, you know, whether you agree with her opinions and her politics or not, to consistently just say stuff that matters and spark conversation. That's what edged it for me with No Name.
I ain't
feel
gonna lie,
like
I'm going to war for her in the TikTok comments. People keep saying all the stuff about, you know, the stuff, and I'm there like, let it go. That's literally my comment. Let full stop it, full stop go, full stop. Let it go, bro. I like No Name. I feel it for all the reasons that Sean said. So I'm not mad to see her on the best rapper, but one album every now and again is not going to get you best rapper, unfortunately, unless you drop a, you know, a generationally good thing.
like a magnum opus type thing.
Yeah. And she's far away from that in my eyes.
Sam, I want to call you up. What do you mean Earl's back on your good books? You had like Sick on your top 5 albums last
Sick.
year.
So Sick brought him back in. Then he dropped Thing, Voir Dire, and he's back in. He just got back into my. It takes 2 projects
What?
to get
He's
back
on a
in.
high
It's not
school,
one project
man.
in your back. I don't trust people anymore. Not after what Drake done to us.
No, for real, that's actually so true. You
Yeah,
know,
that's true. That's
he's
so-
played
yeah,
us.
that's mad true.
But yeah, the next 4, I mean, you know, Mike, Nas, Danny Brown, Billy Woods all dropped at least 2 projects this year. That to me always impresses me when you're able to put out that much music of this quality.
Quality, yeah.
I mean, we said some stuff about Mike. Like I said, I think there's Mike is again that voice of his, the commitment to things like schemes, and the way his voice almost sounds like an instrument at times is just, to me, is incredible. I think he's way more influential than he's given credit for, and it's only the beginning. He's a young guy. Yeah, I'm really pleased to see him in there. Was there, Kieran? Did you have anything to add about Mike? Or
No, I feel like you've said it. I think it's brave that he's been doing it for so many albums as well. Like if you hear that Beware the Monkey one, like it's basically the same vibe as this, to be honest. Like he hasn't really like changed his formula, but it's just because it works. And it kind of reminds me of like the MF Doom like release run as well. And like he's dropping these albums, people aren't really like noticing them in a mass way yet, but I feel like there will be that one that cuts and then it's like, oh wait, he did this like 3 albums in a row already. As well.
Yeah, since 2017, 2018, it's like at least 1, sometimes 2 projects a year. And the cover art for Burning Desire is crazy. I mean, there is some, I need to figure it out properly, but there is some kind of concept there. There's some kind of theme going through that album.
It's something about like pro-black, like an African stuff, like going back to the roots, but I don't really understand.
There's also like a slasher tone to it. Like one of the videos is like Halloween. It's mad. It's mad. Nas, I mean, listen, for me, Nas, it's a matter of like we're listening to a guy that's completed rap and that is just still sounding as fresh as ever. You're just listening to a master in terms of like the kind of the technical ability of rapping and of course a high level of lyricism too. Does anyone else want to say anything about Nas?
Nas is on a run, like we said at the beginning.
You hit the nail on the head, yeah.
Yeah.
The contrast of the 2 projects as well. Like Magic 2 being experimental and Magic 3 being what we kind of like expect from him.
Yeah.
He's just killing it again.
Yeah.
I think Nas is probably if he announces he's going to do a last album, then he's like straight into the Hall of Fame. So he's got to be in that category for this year because he's.
But I just want to say, based on a true story, part 1 and 2, I feel like that definitely gets him up there in this top 5.
Yeah, so that's why he's in there. But going up the list now is where we get to that point where it's like, I'm kind of confused how Danny Brown got into this category for you guys, but in the other categories, he wasn't really showing up, i.e. feature of the year and all that kind of stuff.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a bit odd. It's a bit odd.
That's a valid question, though. That's a valid question.
I mean, we rate Scaring the Hose. Like, we've been talking about
but
that
Scaring the Hose is not his best stuff. His best stuff happens in other places.
The feature's very hard. I wish I put that in my top 5. I'll say that as well.
Oh, don't do that now.
Yeah, no, there's regrets.
Basically, our feature list is, just ignore that, listeners. It's a mess.
No, don't ignore it.
No, I'm joking.
And
let the record show. Let the record show
think
what me and Sean voted for, mostly.
The thing is with Danny Brown and Quarantana, I feel like this is meant to be like his comeback album because I don't know why, but like that album before kind of went under the radar, or like it just felt like it was
good album though.
I don't know. Yeah, it is a good album, but even in my experience, it felt like it was like a side project in this like canon releases he's got. But yeah, I think it's cool that he didn't just return to that style. Like he kind of did that with Tantor, that track, but the rest of the album's like him trying something fresh.
Yeah, I think that's why he landed at number 2 for me. Is I said it earlier. It was just the contrast between the collab with Peggy and then his own album shows a lot of range. I think that again we just spoke about Year Zero. I think that's a really unique feature that might sound simple on the surface, but there's actually a lot going into it. And I think it's just generally like that. Again, Danny Brown, the style and the charisma. I think, for instance, like if you put him up against any of these guys in a versus, he's winning.
Because of the voice and the way he's coming with it. Yeah.
And
he's got taste though. Well. Like his music just sounds so weird and cool. I like it.
But then number 1, I mean, for me this year, like it feels like it's been a long time coming. We could have done this last year, maybe.
This is like his Hall of Fame, to be honest. This is like an honorary / Best Rapper of the Year award.
Billy Woods is I can't think of a word to like sum him up. But I mean, if we go through like the credits this year, there's obviously Maps. There's the feature on R.I.P. Tracy with Earl on the Alchemist EP. There's obviously Gospel, as we just spoke about, that feature. There's We Buy Diabetic Test Strips. There's the recent feature on A$AP Rock's album, Living Curfew. I recommend everyone listen to that. I mean, it's just one of the greatest writers I've ever heard. Like that, like period. Music
Yeah,
and
the
beyond.
pen's
I
crazy
think
on this guy.
Yeah, it's just
It's like
phenomenal.
spoken word most of the time, and it's incredible.
And because we're talking about someone that's been in the game for like 20 years at this point, he's refined his style. I mean, like his delivery as well is something that is just phenomenal. And another one that's going on one of these classic runs that we've seen the likes of Doom go on and Run the Jewels, and it's starting to be spoken about now. I feel like this is the year where more people are starting to celebrate Billy Woods. But I think the other thing that's almost a little bit scary is I don't see him slowing down. I feel like next year there's going to be another. It might not be Maps level. He might go really weird and abstract again, and it might not hit the same. But you know that from a rapping perspective, he's not going to slow down.
His pen's gotten better. I feel like especially Maps, it's the most clarity he's ever had, and I think that's maybe why we maybe struggle. Like, I'm sure I listened to some Arm & Hammer tracks in the past, but it was never hitting me like Maps does, because you get it.
Yeah.
He's so clear.
Yep. But I feel like now since Maps, it's opened it up, and I'm going back. I mean, there were some things that I had been listening to in recent years, but there's certain stuff like Hiding Places, for instance. The previous
Hiding Places is arguably better than Maps. Like, I feel like you could actually compare them, especially SpongeBob. Like, SpongeBob is a mad track.
Crazy. Yeah. So, best rapper of the year goes to Billy Woods. Well deserved.
Did we all vote for him?
Yeah, we all had Billy Woods.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Unanimous.
Yeah. All had been.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we've been on a while, but let's just quickly, like we always do this. Let's fly through some favorite moments of the year. Sam, do you want to kick us off? What was your favorite hip hop moment of the year?
Well, I want to do a reverse list when there's only two things on the list. Ants Live and his 3 music videos. He had one called Number One Candidate. I highly suggest you watch that. He had another one called Ooh La La, and Captain Ants is the other song. All those videos, absolutely amazing. There's comedy in there. There's skits. They're filmed beautifully. And there's, well, when I say stunts, I mean there's things that he's doing in that video that you've never seen before. Like in one of them, he's strapped on top of a plane, and he's really strapped on top of a plane, rapping. Another one, he's, just dancing and being swaggy in Paris. And in the one that I really think you should watch is Number One Candidate. He's riding a horse and rapping and hanging out the back of a van in lederhosen up in the mountains somewhere in God knows where in Europe. Honestly, Ants Live, moment of the year is anytime he drops a video, I'm there, because he's doing it. Like I'm so active in his TikTok comments that he like replies to me every time now. He's like, yeah, this guy gets it. So shout out to Ants Live. Honestly, what you're doing for the UK music scene video wise, you're changing the game, bro. And the other one is Vince Staples on Joe Budden's podcast. Fucking hilarious.
Oh no, that was hilarious.
Anytime I get to hear Vince Staples speak freely, he says something wild. Like he's not meant to be in the public eye as a person. As a rapper, yes, 100% I agree. But as a person, he holds some controversial opinions. He's like, why would you order Just Eats to the crib though? And you look in the car and the car's dirty. Like, you want that man know where you live at? I didn't think so. So yeah, I think Vince Staples actually reminds me of a few of my friends who just have these really, really strong opinions, and you can't change their mind because the logic has worked out in their head, or their lived experience tells them that this is the right way to be. So yeah, Vince Staples on Joe Budden podcast, 100% go listen to that, or watch it in fact, because it's better to watch that one than listen to it. But yeah, that's my 2 moments of the year.
Okay, Theo, what's your moment of the year?
Oh, it had to be Hit Boy and Alchemist both joining up on the track, and I didn't even think that would ever happen. So when you saw the video and you saw that they're 2 of the best producers both linking up, and for them to, what was amazing about it wasn't even just to like cook up and just do a beat. They're actually both rapping on the beat and rapping on each other's beat. I thought it was such a moment, and to hear Alchemist spitting again was just amazing. spitting on a Hit Boy beat, and then obviously Hit Boy returning the favour, spitting on an Alchemist beat, and even Hit Boy doing like a bit of a control and shouting out like Metro Boomin and challenging others. I don't think he was trying to do it in an ill taste. I think he was just trying to portray himself forward and challenge others and say, look, I'm doing it this way, and I feel that you can do like more on a certain beat, and he's just trying to push himself forward. Obviously it was promotion for his new album, but I just thought it was such a moment. Didn't ever think we were going to get something like that. I'd love to see it again, for them to do something like that again, but it was such a big moment in the year.
For sure, yeah, for sure. And it felt like it wasn't just like those two rapping as well. I feel like was it Metro or someone else hopped on something? It was almost like a little thing towards the beginning of the year. It felt like producers were hopping on tracks and getting into little beefs and things like that. Hit Boy kind of sparked that, I think. Yeah. Kieran, what about your moment of the year?
Yeah, this was hard. Like I had a few. Like I liked all of the ones we said, but I think my one was watching Lupe Fiasco use this new AI technology. I think it's with Google. I'm not 100% sure about that bit, but I think it's something to do with OpenAI. And like this video, it's called Glass of Water. You should watch it. It's so cool because I think he's in a good place right now musically. Like he doesn't actually have to make music to be honest anymore, but I think he's got this reminiscent feel of going back to that food and liquor kind of vibe and having those cool concepts. So here he's like feeding some keywords into the AI, and they're giving back a few like I don't even want to explain it because I feel like I'm actually going to water it down what he's doing. But he uses the AI in a way that it's like I'm not just like cheating and getting like rhyming words kind of thing is what you think people would do. He's instead like he creates some sort of concepts and like feeds that in the AI, and AI suggests maybe like, oh, maybe change this line, but he's like, actually, you know what? I want to change it like how you said, but change it in this way instead. And like you see how he writes his lyrics, which is incredible, but also how he's playing with someone that's like suggesting, like a computer that basically knows like anything to know about hip hop.
You think Drake's using the AI to write his raps now?
But no.
I'm asking.
He's not using AI. AI's not writing his raps. He's using AI to enhance how he writes his raps.
Fair enough.
I can't explain it in another way. Like it's so cool.
Shout out to Lupe.
Like the Glass of Water title is like the AI came up with that, but it's crazy how it all links.
Nice.
No, I've
Kieran's
seen that.
definitely
I've
the
seen
most
that
artistic
video.
one.
It's interesting. It's interesting, and I think it's the right way to look at technology going forward. Is how can we work with this rather than be like frightened of it or let it replace us. My one is this. For me, it's the I was going to say emergence. I'd say more re-emergence of abstract hip hop and it becoming kind of like, I know maybe not mainstream, but just the in sound, the wave. Over the last, I'd say 4 to 5 years, it was very much the kind of Griselda sound, the sort of reintroduction of boom bap. And again, although it may not have made the mainstream, underground wise, it was very much the dominant sound.
And we just come out of the gangster rap kind of drill phase, I think. Like we're back into the bars matter, the schemes matter, the rhymes matter, which is a nicer place to be in, I think.
And although abstract hip hop has never really gone anywhere and it's had its moments in the past, I mean, you can trace it back as far as like Dr. Octagon and Company Flow, Def Jux, what they were doing, that label. Even like the sort of beginning of last decade with like what Danny Brown, Shabazz Palace is all, Kanye even with Yeezus bringing it to the forefront. But if something going on this year with obviously Billy Woods and what him and Elucid are doing with Arm & Hammer, Danny Brown and Peggy.
Even Travis Utopia as well.
I was going to say as well. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Which is one of I think that's probably going to win the Grammy. Like it's the mainstream album of this year.
You're right. That was the point I was trying to find in through this flipping brain fog of mine. But yeah, you could say that like the highest selling album of the year is actually quite left field and abstract, and so maybe it is making waves in the mainstream too. But yeah, to me it's been eye-opening. It's really changed my taste and like what I look for now in in music, but it's definitely in raps, and maybe that's why we got so into it with the features as well. It's a content thing as well. So yeah, it's really it's had a massive impact on me, and I think it's a moment. And I just wonder how long it will last, whether it's just this year or whether it will be a phase like we saw with the kind of rock Marciano and those guys inspired sound that Griselda were kind of at the forefront of over the last 4 to 5 years.
Well, I feel like Paris, Texas are like new artists this year that are also bringing that weird alternative music.
For sure.
So maybe that can help pedal it.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. Before we wrap up with our Hall of Fame, we tend to kind of just pay homage to some of those that unfortunately passed away throughout the year. So I got a list here. Apologies if I mess up any of the pronunciations, but rest in peace to Gangsta Boo, Trugoy the Dove from De La Soul, aka Costa Titch, Magu, I hope I said that right, or Margu, DJ Casper, Young Capone, August 08, and C Night. Hopefully I've not missed anyone out, but yeah, sad as always, especially people like Gangsta Boo and David at De La, people that
and Magoo as well. Like I grew up listening to that stuff.
It's it's always tough, but yeah, thoughts with their loved ones. Thank you for what you've all done for the culture. Let's go for our Hall of Fame and wrap it up. Is anyone? I mean, me and Kieran have got a couple of mentions. Sam, Theo, is there anyone that you want to install in this year?
I have nobody to put in the Hall of Fame this year.
No, I didn't think that. Likewise, unless it sounds like I'm tagging on to yours, but I couldn't really think of anyone who I was. It was probably just De La Soul. I think that's why I didn't have it filled up, because I really struggled to think. I don't know who I'm going to put in the Hall of Fame.
De La Soul's a good one though, because like one of their members passed. I'm not saying that's the reason you do stuff,
but the group is done.
But I will feel you on that though.
All their music got uploaded to Spotify.
Yeah, that was cool.
Which is like been a long drought of like not being able to access their tracks.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like that pick. My one was Missy Elliott this year. I think maybe it's in part that we were kind of prepping to do an episode, and I'm sure that will get done next year, hopefully, because it's an incredible career. The influence that she's had on so many artists is it's starting to become more apparent. I guess that's why I picked her this year, but also the Hall of Fame entry too, getting recognised on that level. Really phenomenal. Huge impact on the game, and look forward to talking about her more in the new year if we end up doing that episode. So so that's our Hall of Fame picks this year. We've got I'm having a mare tonight, man, dropping things all sorts. Jesus. Missy Elliott and De La Soul, welcome to the Grey Area Hall of Fame. And that's it. That's the Grey Area Awards 2023. That was fun.
Hey, this is Sean, and thanks for listening to another episode of The Grey Area. Are you an upcoming artist, critic, journalist, or content creator? Hit us up on our Discord or in our YouTube comments if you want to share new music, take part in an interview, or are interested in collaborating. Links to these can be found in the show notes. Take care.